he's got a little bit of height about him.
Where would he usually play? Everything going all right, Robbie? Obviously, he's first up today.
I think he'll either play deep at either end. I think he'll either play a role at fullback and play on one of the Conlon boys perhaps, or they'll put him in the goal square, probably alongside his good mate Miles Albers, who's been pretty good this year, who's also making return to Ovens Murray football after a long time out in the district leagues.
Yeah, he's been a good footballer for a long time, hasn't he, Miles Albers? So our players are getting set, and the Albury Tigers are moving to position. And today's playing strip, they've got the predominantly yellow Guernseys on, with, of course, the black sash, their Anzac Day strip, and the Panthers now breaking away from their huddle here at the Lavington Sports Ground. And, of course, they're in the black playing strip with the teal and white V, very similar to Port Adelaide. Time to introduce Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel. Of course, Kylie, as we all know, is the mayor of this beautiful city. And she's with us, Boundary Side. Good afternoon to you, Kylie. How are you?
Good afternoon, team. Geez, you've looked after me, haven't you? Today's weather forecast, mostly sunny, light winds. And when I saw that ahead of us, I said, sign me up. Let me get out here. And as you can imagine, it's just looks beautiful. The ground is in immaculate shape. It's been a while since I've been here to watch a game of O&M. So it'll be lovely to be Boundary Side for you guys. As we, get the action underway, huh? We're nearly there.
Yeah, and Kylie, as a mayor of Albury, you'd be very proud of this facility as we're about to start action now. Luke Francis on O&M Live.
Yeah, it's the battle of the Jungle Cats. The Panthers up against the Tigers, and Hargrave comes out of the middle in his 150th and gets a clearing kick, but Luke Daly takes it on half back as the Tigers go through Hodgson. A wild old drop punt, or a wobbly one. Probably wasn't a drop punt at all. Up towards centre wing. Players going in through Hart. Tries to get the ball to the advantage of Bice, who just went with a kick off the ground. Jake Gaynor working towards Kelly. And Kelly goes forward, but it's going to be turned over. And Net's taken the mark, and the defence holds up for the Panthers on this occasion, Robbie. Yeah,
and the kick's okay. He had a couple options in the end. It was Jack Harlan, the boy from Moama, who took it. He's a beautiful kick. We know that. It's a good one too. Goes wide the far side of the ground. And it's marked out there by Nick Newton, the boy from Henny. Inside kick's a good one. Finds Chris Annette. Moving the ball nicely. O'Brien in the long sleeves. Inside handball was okay to Darcy Hennessy. Nice little kick off the left foot. From behind, flying high. Ball comes to ground now. Duncan's done well for Albury. Handball release was good to Daly. Back now to O'Hara. Over the top again now to Michael Duncan. He runs from half back, and it's a beautiful pass. And he finds a teammate at half back in Scott.
Yes, he does, and he moves it on to Hart, who probably should have taken that mark, spilled it. He's not happy with himself, and the boundary line wins on this occasion. So opening term, as we said, on a lovely day here at Lavington. Very shortly, we'll go to Brad Freak on the stat sheet and see where we're at, as there's a contest on the outer side. Tim Hanna picks it up, right foot, rush kick, bouncing inside, attacking 50 for the Panthers. They win it again through Hodgson, and the ball again finds the line. As we go to Brad now for the first time on the 40-wing stats.
Tom Hargraves in his 150th, boys. He's had 2 early disposals. So was Riley Bice, a couple of key plays that we talked about in the pre-game as well. So there are a couple of boys that have been able to get their hands on it early. Lavi's had a couple of inside 50s compared to one for Albury.
Kelly and Garland. Kelly's tap was okay, but it was intercepted by O'Brien, who keeps the ball in. Tap was intercepted by Sean Daly. Kick off half back, flew high, was Page over the back. Couldn't control the footy. Now he gets another chance to Jake Page. Tackled immediately by Sam Hopper. And the umpire says, give it to me, fellas, and we'll ball it up. So 55 metres out from the Panthers' goal. No score yet. We've gone 2.5 minutes here on O&M Live. Now here's Luke Francis.
Ball up, out of sight. Just outside the attacking or defensive 50 arc for the Tigers. Into the middle, and Jacob Conlon onto the boot. Goes forward, and Walker's at the back, searching for it on the ground. And in there is Bevan for the Panthers, fighting tenaciously.
He did well,
have a stoppage. He certainly did, Robbie. He was under a stack of pressure. And Walker was after him, and Net gives the ball back to the umpire. And we'll have another ball up. Many players around this field. Conlon out to Carroll. Searches for it on the ground, breaks away, left foot, snap at the sticks to the Hannah Street end. And he's got it. So the Tigers strike. They get their first on the board. A magnificent goal from Carroll running through the contest. And, well, they're off to a good start, Robbie.
Yeah, Fletcher Carroll doing his best stuff there. Brad Freak, just early days on those 40-wing stats.
Yeah, only a couple of touches early for Jake Gaynor and Tom Hargroves for either side there. As obviously see Jacob Conlon in the middle of the ground, that hit-up player that Albury had to be able to wheel and get into space, which created that contest down there with Matty Walker, which got the ball up there, and then obviously Fletcher Carroll able to weave through a bit of traffic and show his class and be able to kick a nice goal on his left foot with a snap around the corner. So a good start for the Tigers.
So ball back in the middle, Kelly and Hannah. Good contest here at Tom Hargraves. He got the first clearance of the game. You can't get the second. Will be another ball up. Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel down Boundary Side. Much interchange action yet?
Not a lot, guys, but gee, Fletcher Carroll, he had 43 touches against the game against Raiders last week, and he's really not slowed up anytime soon, has he?
He started well again, and a classy finish it was indeed. This time it was Riley Bice with a nice pass. Finds Page on Velodrome wing. Kick, overcooked the target. Chance here for the Panthers. They got numbers in defence. Tim Hanna did really well. Mopped up to Tommy Hargraves. Kicked on the run. A wobbly old torpedo punt, though. It falls okay for Miles Albers. He'll look for the lead of Cade Garland. First game in 5 years in the Panthers jumper for Cade Garland. Goes short. There's a little bit of room on the far side of the ground here. Now, Newton lines up, goes long. Goodness me, that has hit the post. It was a long-range shot, and it's crashed into the Wilbur post. Gee whiz, that would have been one of the contenders for goal today. Nick Newton. It's a behind. First score for the Panthers. They trail 6-1.
Yeah, great attempt, Robbie. Had that one come off, my goodness. Ball up in towards the centre square. Marsh goes to the outer side. Newton back to Marsh. Marsh wobbled the old kick out towards centre wing. Players going in for it. Bice picks it up. He's pounced on by Panther. As the Tigers get it out of the contest to Miles. He feigned one way, came back inside. Now he's in trouble and got to get rid of it. Rushed, high kick. Underneath it is Harlan, though, for the Panthers. And he's got it on the half-back flank as we go to Brad Freak for 40 wings.
Riley Bice has started hot here for the Tigers, up to 4 disposals early in this game.
Harlan short. He finds Nicholson. He's in the blue boots today. And then comes back. They can cede a little ground to a net. And the Panthers haven't made much ground here, Robbie. They're virtually back to where they started before that play.
Yeah, the modern game, eh? Annette, chip short. It's a good kick too. Very nicely weighted. It's marked by Sean Driscoll. He'll come across the middle of the ground. He's got a couple of options there. This one will hands off now to Annette. He's got a good leg on him. Annette goes long. Keep an eye on the back of the goal square, but chipping in, taking a good mark was Lucas Conlon. Handballed immediately to Michael Duncan. Kick to Carroll makes him work a little bit. He's okay with it, though. Fletcher Carroll, he's overcooked it, though, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. We've gone 6 minutes so far in the first quarter. Aubrey Tigers lead 1 goal to the Panthers 1 behind. Here's Lukey Francis.
Bartler into Hargrave. As we mentioned earlier, playing his 150th today. Premiership player from 2019 and goes in. Beautiful kick. And finds Miles Albers. And Miles with the ball. By the time he makes contact with this, he'll be right on the 50-metre arc. Let's go to Brad Freak on the 40-week stats. Freaky.
6 early inside 50s there for for Lavy. Sorry there, Lucky. And they've haven't been able to capitalise just yet, and they want to do that soon, Lavy, to get some of that pressure on.
Yeah, Miles Albers missed his man going forward, and they turned it over, and the Tigers are now on centre wing through Jake Gaynor as Jake moves it up towards the forward 50, Robbie.
Yeah, it does, and it's a good grab taken there by the Tigers by Matty Walker. Kick across goal wasn't a good one. Intercepted by Nicholson was good to Sean Driscoll. Forced a handball in a hurry. Here's a chance for the youngster, Jesse Hart. Has it at half-back. Oh, it's a high kick. It's going to test Albers out. The fist might work out okay. It came from Albury, but it falls all right. Cooper was there, couldn't get hold of it. It came back towards Luke Daly. Sean Daly was involved as well. Handball over the top in a hurry. It's a hot ball. McGrath's knocked over. Ball sits at midfield, and there'll be a free kick. It's going to come the way of the Tigers. And Kylie King, just to keep an eye on there, one of the Tigers players down as Sean Daly kicks it inside forward 50. The lead was there. Couldn't be taken. Garlett was brilliant. Snapped it over his left shoulder for a Sunjan goal of the day contender. Oh, Jeffy Garlett, that was pure class. And the Tigers get their second 2 goals straight lead. Lavington 1 behind. And that is for Blacklocks Wodonga. Kylie King down Boundary Side for the Newmarket.
Yeah, look, the boys ran out, but, yeah, whoever it was has got up and running quite smoothly now. So, obviously, a tough bump, but didn't take him long to get up and running. So, that's good news for Tigers.
Yeah, gee, Jeff Garland, talk about making the most of your opportunities, Robbie. Didn't he pounce on that? That was a real genuine opportunist goal. So ball back in the middle at the Lavington Sports Ground. Hannah and Kelly O'Brien did well. Roved it and then just got it on the boot and sent it forward for the Panthers. Tigers working hard back there through Hodgson. Slams it on the boot. High ball. It's a turnover though. It's going to be coming back. Here comes Wide Newton for the Panthers. Bice, magnificent. Chipped in front of the contest and took it. Left foot down this side. Now Fletcher Carroll's got some room to move. What can he do? He's got some time to sum up the situation. He goes in forward with a drop punt. Looking for Garlett again. And the Panthers win it. It's at the bottom of the contest, wrapped up by Garlett. As we go to Brad on the 40-wing stat sheet. What do we got there, Freaky?
The Albury midfielders are getting on top early. Fletcher Carroll's had 5 and Riley Bice is up to 6 early.
Good work there. 40-wing stats. Brad Freak, ball at halfback. Clayton Marsh, 2019 Premiership players. Only 4 of them left from that game in this team today. Kick goes down the line. Here he is. Cade Garland in return has the ball in hand. A little bit indecisive at the moment. And he gives up ground. He kicks it back to Marsh. So Marsh has a little bit of room to move. Conlon comes in, applies a bit of pressure, runs around Lucas Conlon, kicks a shocker, tumbling, wobbly old kick into half forward. The Daly boys are there. Sean handballed it to Luke. Luke picked it up off half back. Left foot kick was a good one. Garlett through centre wing, takes the ball in hand. They got a bit of space. Goodness me. Fletcher Carroll's doing whatever he likes at the moment. He'll run in and he bangs home his second goal of the quarter. He tore him to bits here last year. And it looks like at the moment no one is anywhere near him. He has 2 goals. The Tigers have 3. You cannot let that man go anywhere on his own, Brad Freak, because he just cuts you to pieces.
Yeah, he's just a genuine ball magnet out there at the moment. Obviously, he had his own football and own space out there. He's up to 6 disposals already on the 40-wing stat sheet and 2 goals as well. He's been everywhere. I mean, Lavington have had more inside 50s to start this game as well. They're up to 8 inside 50s to 5 for the Tigers, but they just haven't been able to capitalise. As we thought in pre-game, Albury might have had a little bit more firepower up there, so they're taking full advantage of the inside 50s at the moment. Only gone inside 50 5 times, Albury, for 3 goals, where Lavy's gone inside 8 for 1 behind. There's
been a couple of times in this opening term, Robbie, where Fletcher Carroll has received the ball and there hasn't been a Panther within 15 metres.
I'll get to something in a minute, Luke.
Yep, so McGrath on to Hennessy for the Panthers. Here they have a chance. They go forward, trying to find Garland. He hit the deck. Lucas Conlon fighting for it at ground level, just knocked it forward. So should it Sean Daly. Jacob Conlon, he's wrapped up by Cook. Tigers go again. They paddle it back this time. So now the Panthers a chance through Robinson. He just gets it on the boot. Scrubby old kick rolling towards the top of the goal square. Lucas Conlon does well and sends it out to Page, and the Tigers are out.
Yeah, great kick. Found Page. Guess who they found again? Luke. It's Fletcher Carroll. Has a mountain of footy. Kicks the ball down the line. Beautiful pass. Half volley to Kelly. Couldn't pick it up. Paddled it nicely, though. Handball there by Gaynor. Got it back now. A quick kick by Page. Tumbling. Garlett. He'll finish this. Or does he? He's tackled. He's brought down. He's caught with the footy. But, yeah, this time last year here, Fletcher Carroll, he just ran riot. And I think at the moment, it's young Jesse hard on him at the moment. It's a big challenge for a young fella playing on a player of that calibre. But we'll just see how all that pans out as Hargraves marks and handballs to Annette.
Certainly does, Robbie. So on the Steel Line scoreboard, the Tigers 18, Lavington 1. As we tick up close to the 12-minute mark in the opening term. This one brought to you by Blacklocks Wodonga. And Hart just winds up for the Tigers, sends it in, forward entry. Garlett tried to get rid of his man and did so. The ball came out the back. Walker on the boot and snaps it, rolling, and it's gone out of bounds to the Hannah Street End broadcast side. We'll go to Brad again for 40 wings. What have we got, Brad?
Yeah, they've been able to level up the inside 50s now, obviously, Aubrey, with more possession in this quarter now. So they're up to 8 inside 50s. But Fletcher Carroll, as you touch on, boys, 7 disposals and 2 goals already in this first term.
In it comes Kelly, taps it. Guess who? Fletcher Carroll. Bang! Oh, he misses to the right-hand side. So 8 possessions now to Fletcher Carroll. We've gone 12 and a half minutes. And he is just running on top of the ground. And it is a magnificent ground too, Lukey Francis. In great condition. It is just a spectacular side here. Take it away, mate.
Absolutely immaculate, Robbie. What a facility it is. It's Hargrave, who's been good for the Panthers in the opening term, goes short to Bevan. Brad?
Hargrave's up to 6 for the Lavy Panthers already.
Yep, he's been good. So Bevan. So he's taken his time with this ball. Deliberate approach to the outer side. His teammate couldn't mark in front, and that was Garland. Ball comes out now to Annette, and he goes down the line looking for Cook. Over the back of the contest was Sean Daly, worked his opponent under it. Goes again. Ball is now with Jacob Collins. Swung around, got the right boot to it, sends it down the line. Gaffney gets a fist to it, and the ball has gone out of bounds just right at centre wing on the far side as we go down again to Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel.
Thanks, lads. Look, Albury's trademark pressure has certainly got them through against the Raiders, and you can see it right on again, can't you? So very early domination here.
Yeah, it's a great summary there, Kylie, because that's what they do. That pressure around the ball's been fantastic, creating that forced turnover. Ball out of bounds. Brad Freak.
Yeah, Tim Hanna's giving Lavy first use of the ball too. I reckon they've won nearly every centre clearance in the game so far. They're three to zip there and around the ground, but they just haven't been able to make use of it when they get the balls, their hands on the ball to start off with.
Fletcher Carroll. Handball release was okay. Got it to Daly. And now it's back to Carroll. Handballs again. I think he's up to 10 now.
He is.
Kick was a beauty here by Fletcher. Hart goes deep. Oh, in the goal square. Walker missed a chance. Here's Garland. Garland is clever. And in the end, Annette was good enough to just chip in. It was like a soccer attempt to put it in the back of the net, Luke Francis. When it's an oval-shaped footy, it doesn't sit as normal. And on that occasion, it didn't. It's a point to Jeffy Garland. But goodness me, they look sharp here, the Tigers.
Yeah, he certainly gets the heart going, doesn't he, Robbie, in those situations? Jeff Garlett, that is for sure. Hargrave again taking a mark. And, they're deep in defence here, the Panthers. They're going to go to the outer side again. Not much play has been on the broadcast side in the opening term. Hart over the top of Hannah. Ball to Bromley.
No one on Carroll over at the moment, guys.
No one anywhere near him. Hargrave, he picks up the ball. Oh, wayward hand pass. Might be in trouble here. Tigers go in. Panthers wrap him up. And thank goodness there's a stoppage for the Panthers defence, who have had to work overtime in the opening term, Robbie, which is brought to you by Blacklocks Wodonga.
It is indeed. And ball up inside forward 50 for the Tigers. Kick off the ground might have been Hargrave. Hennessy was good. Got a handball to Robertson. Robertson's handball was to O'Brien, but O'Hara intercepted. Handball back to Sean Daly. Kept his head over the footy. Here's a go for Sean Driscoll with a little bit of class off the back. Got it now to Nick Newton. Newton kicks it to centre wing. It's marked by O'Brien. O'Brien played on the right foot. Goes wide inside. Here's a chance for Hennessy. Might have had a chance to play on. He's going to have to go short to Smith. He's got nowhere to go in the end, really. Robinson floats in. Almost pulled it in, the young fella. Stays hard at the footy. He keeps it, locks it down. Good work in there by young Corby Robinson was fantastic. With Anthony Miles, talk about the most experienced player probably in the comp against the youngest. What a contest. 35 out from the Panthers gold. Luke Francis, it's 20-1, Aubrey lead.
Yeah, you're right, Robin. They didn't have anyone to go forward to in that forward entry. Now on the boot for Garland. Bounces in the goal square, and it's gone through for one minus score. So they linked up well there, the Panthers. And it was their best piece of play of the game.
Might have been Miles Albers who got it on the left in the end.
Yep. And the Tigers come out through Duncan and on to Sean Daly. They go back, and now Hart has to work here. O'Hara, should say, and comes inboard to Jake Gaynor, who's got it on the half-back flank.
Yeah, the former Wagga Tigers player kicks. Not a good one to Jeffy Garlett. Here's Sam Hopper, brother of Jacob, GWS star. Well, Newton's kick off angle wasn't a good one in the end. Here, working hard was Matty Walker. He's got himself a free kick. The boy from CD, HBU, goes long into the... Oh, gee, that's a good grab by Conlon. Wonderful one-stick grab, Jacob Conlon. And I'm not sure. When he's got the journey here, do you think, Lukey, you've seen a bit of him?
Yeah, I think he'll make it, Robbie. When he latches on, he can really give the ball a ride. So I'll back him in for distance.
All right. Well, he's going to have to kick it, I reckon, from 52, 53 metres. Right on the line he goes. Gee, it's got the distance, has it? Not quite. Hannah was there. And in the end, it cannons into the behind for the goalpost. Minor score. And Tigers 3-3-21, lead Lavington at 2 behinds. Brad Freak, what do you got for us, the Waters?
Obviously, as we touch on there, Fletcher Carroll's up to 10 disposals and had the 2 goals already. Just turnovers like that in the middle of the ground. Lavy can't afford today if they're going to be in this game against Albury as well. Obviously, Albury's had all the play, but they're only a couple of goals down here, Lavy. If they can get one back soon, they'll be right.
So, ball just bouncing around here. Inside the Tigers forward 50. Breaking away is Bice, left foot. He's got it. So, well done. Bice gets the Tigers fourth. And, well, they're getting away in the opening term now from the Panthers. And really, that was just too easy, Brad Freak. Ball came out the back of the contest. Bice was straight onto it. He's too dangerous to give him that much room, and he's kicked the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Just beautiful left foot snap on the run there. Obviously, as we spoke about in the contest before, which led up to that set shot that Jacob Conlon had, just can't afford to turn the ball over against a classy side like Albury today, the Lavy Panthers. Obviously, turnover there, just a bit of a fumbly ball, bit of chaos footy there, and Albury were able to get a bit cleaner hands on it and get the ball out to Bice in a bit of space and able to run in 15 metres and kick a nice snap goal there and put the Tigers up by 25 points. Lavy been in this game, they just haven't been able to take their opportunities so far.
Fletcher Carroll's just come off for a spell. Will Blomley down here in front of us. And Kylie, I reckon you might have to check him out for liver poisoning, Fletcher Carroll. He's had a fair bit of it.
He has, and then he comes off, but Riley Bice comes on. So they've got certainly a lot of firepower to put up at any stage, the Tigers.
And we just had to retrieve the football from the grandstand. Might have been on the roof, was it, Brad? I missed that.
I actually didn't see where it went. I missed that one. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, anyway, it's back. That's why we've got a little bit of a delay. So very impressive start by the Tigers. A couple of goals to Fletcher Carroll, one there to Riley Bice, one to Jeff Garlett. And we've seen that their defence has been good as well too. The Sean Daly's been good linking up there with Michael Duncan. They've just got that beauty. Jacob Conlon's been playing a little bit on the ball, and he's down in the gold square now. That little bit of flexibility as Tommy Hargraves is tackled by Anthony Miles. Miles, in the end, ripped the ball out of Hargraves, but as he was about to escape out the back, big Timmy Hanna, the boy from Hay, latched onto him. And you're not going anywhere when a bloke from Hay latches onto you like that.
Well, that's right.
Hanna got the tap nicely to Hargraves. And then kick off the ground was okay there. But it didn't clear the pack. Here's a chance for Hopper, centre wing. Good contest coming through. Riley Bice was hard at Hopper. Hopper did well, held his ground nicely, and he kicks it short to O'Brien. He should find big Timmy Hanna, and he does take a good mark.
He did well to mark it, Robbie, looking straight into the sun. Sean Driscoll's away inside 50. A shot on goal to the scoreboard end. Smith chips in, marks it, and kicks a goal. Well done. So the Panthers get their first in the opening term. And on the steel line scoreboard, the Tigers, of course, are in front, though, and they've got a handy break, 4-3-27 to 1 goal to 8 as we tick up towards the 21-minute mark in the opening term here on the Albury GJ Gardner Homes time clock. Let's go to Brad Freak, who does a super job for us on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Tom Hargraves is playing a lone hand in his 150th for the Lavy Panthers today. He's up to 10 disposals early for them. He's been outstanding. They've had 11 inside 50s now for the Lavy Panthers. Really, really hard work to get that goal, but it's right in this game as well as they get another Serena clearance.
Yeah, O'Brien rips it out of the middle. Kick was a push. No play on's a call. Cade Garland over around the footy. Lucas Conlon was there. Got a handball. He did it well to Hodson. Got it back to Sean Daly. Sean Daly got a little handball over the top. Might have been Carroll back onto the ground. It was. Now they'll go down centre wing. Whoa, from behind. Fletcher Hart takes a beauty. Geez, a big strapping lad. Handball inside's a good one to Hodson. Hodson off half back. Kicks the ball to half forward from behind. That's a good mark. Sammy Hopper. He plays tall. Taller than he looks. He took a good grab. He chips it over the top to Adam Butler, and he has it at half back.
Yeah, it was a great mark, Robbie, from Hopper. And as you said, went to Butler and then a short chip to Ashley Cooper. That's all right. Well done. So the Panthers hold possession here on the half-back flank broadcast side. What can they do on this occasion? And Ashley Cooper goes with a pretty high ball just up towards left of centre wing.
He paid it, has he?
The whistle. Well, that's interesting. Wasn't much in it, was there? And then Hanna, he goes into the middle, looking for Sean Driscoll. Ball spoilt there by Hayes. Ashley Cooper bores in. Driscoll goes again. Well done. Ripped off the ball. Jones has a crack at it.
That'll be a sling tackle, guys.
You're right, because Driscoll came down hard. It might have been Duncan who got him. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back here. He's ginger, isn't he, Robbie? Sean Driscoll, he's feeling it a bit. And I reckon anyone would.
Going to take his kick, so that's good news. And he goes short. Oh, he kicks it to Jimmy Osser, who is right in the middle of the ground here. Osser's weighing up his options. Hasn't got a lot of tall timber to look at. He's got Garland deep if he goes for him. Miles Albers at the front. Garland from behind. Ball did come to ground. Oh, Hennessy just missed it. Lucas Conlon was good. He kicked the barrel to centre wing. How good is that? Ordinary old bounce here. Blomley over the footy. Left-hand handball was good to Bice. Bice might give it to Garland. He will, he won't, he does, he doesn't. He has a bounce instead. Goes
far,
long,
Robbie.
and he's pinged him for running too long. He should have given it to Jeffy. Maybe he didn't. He took him on. And my mate Warwick Henderson, who's one of the great fishermen in Lake Mulwala, pinged him there quite accordingly there, Lukey Francis. And it'll be a free kick go the way of Lockie Gaffney at half-back for the Panthers.
He absolutely nailed it, your mate there, Robbie. He was spot on. I thought,
fish.
Yeah, just as he called that, it was the right call, and Riley took a bounce about half a step too late. Now, Hennessy, Bice. Oh, look at that. On to Garlett. Tigers going forward. Finds Walker. Walker can straighten up. And the Tigers, has he got it? He certainly has. So they get their fifth here for the opening term. And the Tigers, well, they are on. That was beautiful play coming out of the contest here on the right of centre wing broadcast side. And they're looking good in the opening term as we go to Brad again on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Yeah, just beautiful vision there by Jeff Garlett to be able to see Matt Walker out in a lot of space there. He just ran into an open goal. Beautiful interception by Riley Bice earlier in the play. And as we've touched on, Riley Bice started the game really strongly. He's had 8 disposals and kicked a goal as well. Fletcher Carroll up to 11 disposals and kicked 2 goals as well. Lavy, as we touched on before, Lavy have had their opportunities, even inside 50s in this first term, 13 apiece, but just haven't been able to capitalise on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think if you have a glance across their forward line there, look at that, it's so small. 5 out of the 6 players would not be over 6 foot if you look at them down there at the moment. Darcy Smith, Ashley Cooper, Cookie probably would be, Darcy Hennessy no, Corby Robinson no, and then Timmy Hanna back in the goal square trying to have a bit of a break at the moment as Garland's doing some ruck duty. So that is a problem for them going forward, Brad.
The one way that they might be able to beat Albury, Robbie, is just a bit of speed, get the ball in there, move it quick. Obviously, Darcy Smith's got a lot of speed as well, and Darcy Hennessy got a lot of leg speed. They just have to get the ball in quick and let their ball use and their leg speed do all the work for them.
Page got it, the handball to Carroll. Carroll handballed it back to Gaynor. Gaynor got an inside handball to Sean Daly, who got it back to Jakey Gaynor. It wasn't a drop punt, and then it was a weird old, funny old kick that tumbled its way to centre wing. Isaac McGrath picked it up. Nice off the left foot. Jamison Scott's a chance to run on it. He applied a good tackle. I don't think there was any prior opportunity, Luke Francis, and it will be balled up on half-forward flank for the Tigers. They lead 33-8, 25 minutes gone. This one's for Blacklocks Wodonga, and that is on the Albury GJ Gardner Homes time clock.
Yeah, so the Tigers inside attacking 50 again here as we work up towards quarter time at the Lavington Sports Ground. And ball goes in fast. Walker at the front. Fletcher Carroll again. Guess who? Got his hands on it, handballed it towards the boundary line and wins on this occasion. How many has he had now, Brad? Fletcher Carroll on the 40-wing stat sheet.
He's up to 13 with the 2 goals as well. He's been the standout player so far in this first quarter.
So he's on the line for 52.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, this quarter hasn't finished yet.
No, that's it. Yeah. My goodness gracious.
All right. Kicking in duties was done by Marsh. It was okay too. Garland couldn't take the grab. Handball over the back. No one in particular. It went from Page to Jones. Jones got it on to Sean Daly. Guess who? Well, he overran it on this occasion was Fletcher Carroll. Off half-back. Hurried handball. Page got stopped. Kick. Went nowhere. Now it goes to Cook. Cookie couldn't get it. He got it behind his back. He got it out the front. It was pretty good effort in the end. Got it on to Gaffney. Gaffney kicks it to centre wing. O'Hara from behind. Easily able to pick that one off. He smashes it out over the boundary line. Right smack bang on centre wing. On Velodrome side of the ground here at the Lavington Sports Ground on O&M Live. Albury lead 33-8. We've gone 26 and a half minutes. And here is Luke Francis.
Ball back into play, Robbie. And that was Garland up against Kelly. Driscoll comes away. No left foot. Goes with the right foot. Nana high up in the air. Smith did well in front of the contest. Took a mark and now he's away in the long sleeves. Sends it forward. Hannah's gone back. Lucas Conlon had front position. Ben Ashley Cooper had a crack at it. Lucas Conlon on to Sean Daly and out to McGrath. So the Tigers defence holds up again. And then a left foot kick for McGrath. And what's happened here?
Yeah, downfield.
He caught one, did he?
Yeah.
Cook got him.
Cookie crashed him after he kicked it. Just silly.
Yeah.
Because Lavington did have it.
And the Tigers go inboard, and Sean Daly's got it now, Robbie.
Gee, Sean Daly's been good off half-back. Good kick to Alex Jones, former Lavington Panther. Oh, he was almost run down. Kicks it long. And Siren beats them all here to end the first quarter action for Blacklocks Wodonga. It was a quarter dominated by the Albury Tigers, 5-3-33. They lead Lavington 1-8 with a couple of goals there to Fletcher Carroll. 1 goal to Matty Walker, 1 goal to Riley Bice, 1 to Jeffy Garlett. And overall, they pretty well dominate proceedings there with Fletcher Carroll. Break free quickly for 40 wings. Finish the quarter with
13 disposals.
13 disposals. There you go. We'll take a break on O&M Live. When we come back, we'll go through the quarter's best. Brad Freak will go through stats. We'll get down boundary side to Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel. The mayor is going to be down there snooping around and see what she can find from some of her constituents. That's on O&M Live. And on O&M Live, You won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care. I love it.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
2AY. Yeah, welcome back to the Lavington Sports Ground on this Saturday afternoon. Lovely day in the city of Albury. And, well, the Tigers, aren't they off to a flying start? They have been brilliant in the opening term. 5-3-33. They lead the Lavington Panthers 1-8. And, Fricky, I'll tell you what we'll do is, mate, we might go around the grounds as well and check some of the other scores for this afternoon. What have we got there, mate?
Yeah, in the other games in the O&M at the moment, Yarrawonga after a real fast start against North Albury, 45-0 at the moment. In the 3&E game at the moment, it looks like it's a cracker, 21-all late in the first quarter there. Wangaratta Magpies are off to a very, very fast start against the Wodonga Raiders, 64-14, and an upset that might be brewing. Wodonga Bulldogs out to a 20-point lead against Myrtleford, 4-16 to 6 straight. The Bulldogs 36 up at the McNamara Reserve. Here at the Lavington Sports Ground in the Optus quarters best, I've got Sean Driscoll and Tom Hargraves for the Lavy Panthers. I thought they were really, really strong in that first quarter. For the Aubrey Tigers, Fletcher Carroll and Sean Daly, I thought were the two that were really good for them. So if we look around the ground at the moment as well. So if Fletcher Carroll had 13 disposals in that first quarter plus a couple of goals. Riley Bice had 8 disposals and kicked a goal as well, was really outstanding. And on the Lavington side of things, Tom Hargraves is up to 10 disposals as well.
Fantastic. Brad Freak. Now, we might cross down to Kylie shortly, but players are getting set now for the second term here, Robbie, and we're not far off a start here. The second term sponsor is Wodonga Pumps and Miles. We thank them for their sponsorship in 2022. And I tell you what, the Panthers, let's see if they can crawl their way back into this game at the start of this second quarter. The Tigers have just been magnificent. Here's Robbie McKinlay on O&M Live as we get the second term started at the Lavington Sports Ground.
Thanks, Luke. Yeah, 5-3-33 to 1-2-8. Aubrey lead. Kelly and Hannah. Kelly did well. He got it on the second bite. He slammed it on the boot, but it was marked by Jack Harland, a true centre half-back. Defending the number 2 oval ground side. Off the left foot. Good kick towards centre wing. Kelly and Hannah again. Hannah stayed in front. Kelly again over the back. Got it on the second bite. Released to a handball to O'Hara, who chipped a little one over the top now to Luke Daly. Luke Daly gave it back to O'Hara, and O'Hara kicked into the middle of the ground and found Jones. Alex Jones now pops it over the top from behind. Ashley Cooper should pick that off. He did. Got a fist on it. Ball fell to Miles Albers. Got a handball back to Newton. Newton now off the left foot. Kicked well. And he got it to Sammy Hopper.
And Hopper is away on the outer side for the Panthers. Goes very short to Driscoll and then back to Hopper. Good footy. And then goes to Garland. Off his hands. O'Brien roves well. Gets it on the left foot. Rolling towards goal. And he just misses to the far side. So the Panthers starting the second term a lot better than they started the first. And O'Brien just misses, goes through for behind, and they're out this side. The Tigers, as they come out of defence, as they build on the broadcast side. Beautiful kick to Conlon. As Jacob Conlon is away, he wheels inboard and sends it back, but there's a turnover. It's going to be coming back. And, well, the Panthers do well on half-back through Harlan, Robbie.
Yeah, second intercept mark for the quarter for Jack Harlan. Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel. We'll go down to you, and we'll just hold there, Kylie. I'll just see if this ball breaks. No, it won't. What did you find out down there at quarter time?
Sorry, lads, a little technical issue here and there. But basically, Coach Schneider was so encouraging. He was actually saying the mids are going okay. It's just that when the Tigers get that transition, they're just so quick.
Yeah.
So that's been the big problem. He wants them to concentrate really heavily on their ball movement. Be a bit more patient.
McGrath got a wonderful handball over the top to Fletcher Carroll. Carroll from a tight angle. He'd nearly do anything today, the form he's in. And he's snuck it in for a behind. So 2 goals, 2 for Fletcher Carroll today. And the Tigers extend that lead out to 5-4-34. Lavington 1-3-9. Kylie, did you remember to vote?
Yes, I did. I went out to the little tabletop public school and supported their little cake stall and sausage sizzle, and there weren't the big crowds. It was lovely.
Fantastic. Take it away, Luke. Did you vote?
I did, Robbie, and I tell you what, it could turn the whole election today. Yeah, no, it'll incredible the impact that vote would have on today's situation. Yeah, so make sure you get out and vote as Miles Albers, but not until after this game, of course, Robbie.
Exactly.
Because we're watching the Tigers and the Lavington Panthers on O&M Live. As the Tigers through Kelly on half-back, short into the middle. Nice kick to Miles. And Miles has got a few options too. There's Tigers everywhere. Sean Daly short to Walker inside 50. And almost looked like he was going back to play on there. And he's settled down a little now.
His very first debut game for the Tigers was a premiership in 2018.
Is that right?
Would you believe? Yeah. Boyd played his junior footy at CDHPU. He led the goal kicking in the under-14s and the under-17s in the same year.
That's
in the Hume League.
That's a Marlon Pickett debut, right?
He can play, this lad.
I tell you what, there are a flash set of boots he's got on too. As he loads up from a long way out, Walker, and he's missed it. to the near side. Well, you don't have to see much to know he's an excitement machine, Robbie, that's for sure.
Yeah, so he's look, if the Tigers can have him in around finals time, it'll make a massive difference for them. There's still a bit of upside to these Tigers, don't worry. I still think they are the number 2 contender. They're the main contender to Wangaratta in my book.
Okay.
It's a kick-in's okay from Harland. It found Sam Hopper. Hopper, that's a wobbly old kick, not a good one. And guess who? It's marked there by, was it Carroll? It was Carroll.
Yep.
Got a handball release to Gaynor. Gaynor kicked it deep. Over the back, Butler's going to be solid and strong. He is. He stayed over the footy. He went back and won the footy. And now he's seen it out over the boundary line. So boundary throw in, 20 metres around from the Tigers' goal. They lead 5-5-35. Lavington 1-3-9. We've gone 4 minutes in this quarter for Wodonga Pumps and Mowers.
Yeah, so we've got a boundary throw in. Far side at the scoreboard end contest. Many players around the field. Brad, so this quarter, 4.5 minutes old. What's happening on the stat sheet at the start of the second term?
Yeah, Albury have the dominance in the inside 50s early in this quarter, up to 4-1 against Lavie, and Albury look to capitalise that dominance if they can kick a goal here.
Brad, of course, brought to you by 40 Wings as Conlon went up in the ruck, wanted a free kick for holding. Fletcher Carroll wraps up a Panther, and we'll have another stoppage, Robbie.
We will. I was watching Fletcher Carroll then doing all that work. He worked off the ball. He ended up making the tackle in there.
Yes.
He's very dangerous in this situation. This one's out the back. There's a lot of players around the footy, so still not going anywhere at the moment. In fact, Fletcher Carroll might even be coming off the ground, Brad.
It looks like he's holding his hand. The last contest where he tackled, I think it was Tom Hargraves, just picked up with his hand and he's ran straight to the boundary. He might have a dislocated finger or
I reckon
something
you're right,
like
Brad.
that.
We'll keep an eye on that one, Kylie, for the Newmarket Hotel. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And, it does look like Aaron West down there on the sideline, the fitness fanatic there at Albury Tigers, had a look at him. He said, nah, just harden up a bit. Geez, Westy didn't give him much compassion. Did not flinch at all. Goodness me. Anyway, Hannah won the tap. And again, Lukey, it's an absolute stalemate here. Stuck 30 metres out from the Tigers' goal. And we've gone almost 6 minutes. Tigers lead 35-9, second quarter action.
Yeah, there's quite a congregation of players here, Robbie, isn't there? Inside 50, the scoreboard end. Jacob Conlon again gets a fist to it. Walker, quick snap out of the pack, rolling along the ground towards the boundary line, and it has gone out. So the second term, 6 minutes old, brought to you by Wodonga Pumps and Mowers. And we might go down boundary side to Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel. What do you got for us, Kylie?
Oh, yes, it looked like a dislocated finger. The trainer had a crack at it, and then Fletcher went, I'll have a go myself. And he goes, yep, that's got it. Jeez, he's tough.
And in it goes. And that's like the old saying, you're being told to pull your finger out, guys. You know, that's exactly what he's done. He's put it back in.
Oh, yeah.
Hodgson off half-back. Good kick to advantage. O'Connell nearly took a beauty. It was Bice, in fact, and it was good off half-back. Oh, Hannah dropped it. And there's a free kick. It's a high tackle. It got him over the shoulder. And Anthony Miles looks like he'll be the man to go back and have a shot on goal from 45 metres out directly in front on a picture-perfect day here at the Lavington Sports Ground.
Wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing piece of football the last couple of minutes, Robbie, was it? It's been a little ugly.
No, it's been better than that. It's been a really good game. The skill level's been fantastic and showcasing Ovens Murray football. Gee, nice little crowd in today too. Big crowd up around the netball courts and good crowd here enjoying this magnificent new facility here. So in comes Anthony Miles. He got underneath it a bit, but the accuracy was okay. And the coach kicks a beauty. First goal of the second quarter. Miles sinks one from 45. Tigers lead 6-5-41. Lavington 1-3-9. And that is on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Brad Freak for 40 Winks. What are you making of all the action this quarter?
Yeah, Albury have had the dominance in this quarter. The ball, obviously, as we said, a bit of an ugly play there, just a rolling maul, really, of just continual ball ups. But it was inside the forward 50 for the Albury Tigers, so they were always in the option. Probably the best thing for them was to get the ball out of their 50, create a bit more space and open it up for Miles. He obviously got the free kick there and was able to hit the scoreboard. Had a quiet day by his standards so far, only the 4 disposals on the 40-wing stat sheet, so he'll be looking to get a big second quarter and rest of the game into him.
So the restart in the middle. Jones comes out towards centre wing, tried to get the handball to O'Hara. It was ordinary along the ground. Now Jones has found himself at the bottom of the pack. Going in was Gaffney for the Panthers. Jones goes again, just picks it up and tries to bulldoze his way through. Guess who he ran into? Ooh. Tom Hargrave. What a nightmare.
Well, I reckon pretty lucky there. He just tried to take him on and bulldoze his way out. I think Lavy pretty stiff there for a hole in the ball call.
I reckon you're absolutely 100% correct, Brad Freak. As we have another contest, Kelly, Hannah, Driscoll at ground level, fighting for it on his knees.
Fletcher Carroll's back on, boys.
Good on you, Kylie. So he's right to go after putting a digit out, we feel. And ball still on centre wing, broadcast side, just in front of our magnificent vantage point. Guess who? Fletcher Carroll out of the contest. How many now, Brad, on the footy wing stats?
17.
You got to O'Hara, and Miles did well with a handball over his head, but was intercepted by Tom Hargrave off the left foot. Sean Daly wrestling with Miles Albers. Albers got to push them back, I reckon. No, play on's a call. That's okay. Sean Daly, handball to O'Hara. O'Hara got it towards Luke Daly. Luke Daly ran in the footy. He ran into Timmy Hannah, and Hannah's been deemed to have indisposed incorrectly of the footy, and it'll be a free kick go the way of the Tigers. Hey, around the grounds for Mr. Stowe's Tour World, Brad Freak, we'll get to you shortly, because it looks like you're saying there might be a little bit of an upset brewing there, so I'll just get you to go to your little phone there. We'll get to you as soon as I can, as Jake Gaynor has it. Handballs are back to O'Hara. O'Hara, good kick to Fletcher Hart. Thumping fist from behind him. Butler was good. Blomley put his head over the footy. Couldn't control it. Daly was there, Sean. Tap out the back was fantastic. No one, Hayes momentarily thought he had it. The deep work was Newton. Stood in the tackle was Butler. Newton tried to paddle it. Daly, Sean came through. Hayes went back in for a go. His handball was intercepted. This is ugly and messy. A lot of pressure. Harlan did well with the handball. Got it to Nicholson. Ashley Cooper. Quick handball inside to Harlan. Whoa, he ran into a brick wall. Hodgson dumped him right in the middle of the ground. And he's picked up a free kick for the Tigers. And he is down and hurt, that Lavington player. I'm just trying to remember who I called. Not sure, was it Jack Harlan?
I think it was Harlan.
I think it was Jack Harlan. In fact, I'm sure it is now.
He's in a bit of trouble, isn't he?
He's up on his knees. It might be more of a shouldery, maybe arm injury, but Bryden Hodgson, credit to him too, just gave him a little pat on the back and said, yeah, hope you're okay, buddy. And Hodgson will take the free kick in the centre ground. Brad, great opportunity to go around the grounds now for Mr. Stowe's Pool World.
Yeah, as we touched on before, might be a bit of an upset up in Myrtle for the McNamara Reserve. Wodonga at the moment leading by 20 points. How's this, Robbie? Good kicking is good football. 8 straight 48 to 4-4-28 at the moment up there at the moment. So they've been fantastic. And Cora Rutherglen 5 points up against the Wang Rovers early in the game there.
Gee, Gaynor takes the ball on the half-forward flank out of sight. And Jake goes with a long one inside 50. Walker, one-handed, 2 bites, 3 bites. Terrific mark. That is an absolute beauty. And that is a play of the day, Robbie.
Yeah, Petter's no ball play of the day. You can throw it in, or it could be elite body and paint mark of the day, whatever you like. Look, if he kicks it, it could be a steel line goal of the day, or a Sunjan goal of the day.
He's going to take a smorgasbord, isn't he? I mean, that was just fantastic.
It's like Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, everything at the bottom of the tree, because Walker, that was just lovely football. So he has a chance here to kick the Tigers 7th. As we tick up towards the 12-minute mark on the Albury GJ Gardner-Holmes time clock. What can he do to that steel line scoreboard? He can make it a major. So Walker again, he gets his second. And, well, he is wonderful to watch. And that was a perfect highlight, that mark there. Let's go to Brad Freak for 40 weeks.
Yeah, one of the things we outlined in the pre-game as well was that just the options up forward that Albury were going to have. Here we're looking halfway through the second quarter. It's been 6 marks inside 50 to just 1. It just shows the tall timber that Albury have got in there as well. As obviously Fletcher Hart, a young fella that's gone down the goal square for Albury, a big body as well. He's going to take a big option. So it's just the options that they've got. Obviously Matt Walker was the one there. Jacob Conlon's actually been playing a lot higher up the ground today. He's in the ruck at the moment, but they've just got a lot of options going forward, Albury.
Alex Jones, a lot of hard, bustling work midfield. Got it to Fletcher Carroll. He was tackled straight away. Hannah did well. Got a handball to O'Brien. He bounced it on the cricket pitch. It bounced straight back at him. He might get been penalised. So now the ball comes back to midfield. Alex Jones has a lot of room to move. Piercing kick goes up over the back. It's going to be a real sprint here. Bevan leads from Walker. Bevan ran left, then he ran right. He's a nice little kick. And he picks up Hart here at half back for the Panthers.
And Hart, ordinary kick. Trying to find Ossa, and he gets the handball out. Well done in the end to Nicholson, and then on to O'Brien. So they did it nicely after some panicky moments, and then down the line. But Lucas Conlon has taken the mark for the Tigers. So it's coming back. Long ball down the wing, looking for Bromley. Had to sit under it for a while, took it. Goes inboard. and finds Page. Page, and those orange boots, plays on left foot.
Oh.
He's gone very wide to Garlett, bounces in front of him. Right foot snap around the body.
You're kidding.
And that is a goal. A Sun-Jan play of the day. And my goodness gracious, he made that look too easy, Robbie McKinlay.
That was absolutely superb. Brad, you could see he sat there, he waited, he knew where the ball was going to bounce, he knew exactly what he was going to do straight after he got it, and he did it. He screwed it over his shoulder from 40 metres out for a goal.
You wouldn't even think he was playing a game of footy there. Just absolutely just as relaxed as you like. Just obviously, Jeff Garlett made his bones in the AFL, kicking goals like that around the corner. Just showed all his class. Brilliant vision by Jake Page at the top of the 50 to put it to his advantage side so he could run into that space and be able to kick the goal.
It looked like it was in slow motion, that one, Robert, didn't it?
He made the game stop.
Yeah.
So back in the middle we go. Hannah got another tap. Ashley Cooper was good. A little sideways chip here to Nicholson. Got a lot of pace, the lad. Not a bad kick either. To true centre-half forward. Ball over the back. Conlon's there. He's tall enough to grab it. Got it back to Michael Duncan. Duncan kicks it nicely down to Riley Bice, who takes a good grab at half-back in front of Gaffney, the two number 18s, Velodrome side of the ground. Chip short the midfield, told to play on. Gaynor says, OK, no worries, I'll do that. And he can't ping him for that, can they? No, they're going to throw it in. So the ball will come back in. Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel. You got any goss for us down there?
Oh, only Fletcher Carroll's come back off rather, to have a bit more a fresh strapping on his finger that looked like it was dislocated but put back into place earlier.
Okay, so 53 plays 9 on the Steel Line scoreboard. The second quarter brought to you by Wodonga Pumps and Mowers as the Tigers have the ball through Bice onto Sean Daly and just goes with a long ball out of defence, and the Panthers have marked it. So we'll be coming back. Harland with the Sharon, short, and I'll tell you what, just finds his man in Ossa, and he swings it into the middle, and net, so good running from behind. Now, what can they build here, the Panthers? Got to make something of this forward entry, and very wide to the edge of the 50. Tigers' defence hold up, though, Robbie McKinlay, from Duncan, and then inboard, and they're away.
Yeah, Blomley's handball was a nice one to Bice. Bice's handball's a little bit short. It sets a bit of a task here for Fletcher Hart, and he's swamped by two Panther defenders. And umpire Dave Ryan, he says, give it to me, I'm going to ball it up. He's synonymous with wearing the cap, Dave Ryan.
The cap?
Yeah, copper, good bloke. You don't want to get on the wrong side of him.
Okay.
If Dave tells you it is.
Yeah, I'll believe you, Robert.
Yeah. Newton, he's going to be penalised here for incorrect disposal. Gee, that was a good tackle from Oscar Hayes. Got a nice little shaggy hairdo down there.
He has, hasn't he?
He eventually gets the ball back. Jakey Gaynor there having a bit of a laugh. Hayes drills it inside half forward. Keep an eye on Garlett. Garlett couldn't hold on to the footy. Oh, there's a big bump from Miles there. And Annette got up, which is okay. Harlan, who took a big hit himself not long ago. Good to see him back on his feet. And he pierces a nice pass to Darcy Hennessy. And the youngster from the Wollongong region kicks the centre wing.
Oh. Yes, and a lovely mark is taken by McGrath for the Tigers, and he sees what he likes in Page out wide. He takes a good mark too, who was under pressure from Hennessy. On goes Page, left foot, spearing ball, Walker. And he's taken a mark. So inside 50 to the scoreboard end, about 40 out. He's going to be shooting at his third. No, he plays on and goes short.
Guess who?
Yeah, Fletcher Carroll, that's it. How many's he had now, Brad?
Coming up for his 19th disposal of the first half and looking for his third goal as well.
He's probably been off for a total of 5 minutes, maybe, Kylie, with that finger injury.
Okay, well, that's it. Every other time he's made an impression. Geez, lots of rotations going on with Lavington, far more so than the Tigers at this stage. So definitely running through those fresh legs wherever possible for the Panthers.
As Brad Freak said, Fletcher Carroll shooting at his third goal. What can he do as he moves in and makes contact, heading towards the sticks, and he makes no mistake. It's a wonderful goal. He has been sensational in this game this afternoon. Again, as Robbie just mentioned, after coming off for probably close to nearly 5 minutes with that dislocated finger. Kylie, we'll go back down to you for the Newmarket Hotel boundary side.
Yeah, look, it's been good to have a bit more of the play over the broadcast side. Certainly in that opening quarter, it was all on that far side, wasn't it, lads? So when you're up a bit more close, you get to see that intensity. And look, Lavington, they've just had a few little patches there on the wing here where you can see that they're tackling hard. They're doing their best to try and match the Tigers for that intensity.
Yeah, Lavy in that first quarter were really matching them. And with getting the ball forward as well. But in this quarter, Albury's just been able to take control of that. 8 inside 50s to 3 so far. And the Tigers are really starting to hit the scoreboard now.
Kelly's tap to Miles was good. Miles worked his way over a couple of would-be tacklers and got a left foot kick to half forward. Bice over around the footy. Gaynor was courageous and clever. Got a short ball to Blomley. Got it on to Kelly. Kelly kicks beautifully. Magnificently, Ben Kelly, for a big fella. He just controlled the footy. And Jake Page has marked 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. And we are right behind this one. But just their work inside close there. And this is why I reckon they are the main challenger to Wangaratta.
Gee, that was a great kick, wasn't it, Robbie? Turning there. Kelly didn't have much time. Great vision.
Chuck Daniel cross into this side. And who knows, there might be another secret or two come their way. You never know. There's a long way to go in this season. Page comes in, left foot kick. He kicks it to the left-hand side of the major upright, Brad Freak, and that means it's a minor score. Get around the grounds for Mr. Stowes, and let's see how a couple of those close encounters of the next kind are going.
Yeah, in the other game in our 3&E 15-6 game, we're on the O&M Live Facebook pages, the live streams, the Wayne Rovers and Cora Rutherglen. Cora are kicked away there at the moment, 17 points up, 41-24 halfway through the second quarter there, and Wodonga still up ahead by 21 points against the Myrtleford at the moment.
And back here at Lavington Live, it is 60 plays 9, so the Tigers with a big break here on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard.
Yeah, free kick to Hargraves there, guys, over the shoulder.
Yeah, as we tick up towards the 20-minute mark on the Albury GJ Gardner
Hopper's been good.
Clock.
I reckon Hopper's been good, lads.
He's a lively player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep, he's really got some energy. Here he goes, right foot, inside 50. What can the Panthers do here? Hannah, just outnumbered, 2-on-1. Ball goes to the deck. Look at the players around this ball as Hannah tries to handle it out. Carroll came through. And the Tigers get a rough old kick out of defence, and they're away now, Robbie.
Yeah, Byrne got a kick to Blomley. Blomley got a handball to Page. Page got it back to Jake Gaynor. And that is a beautifully weighted kick. All on his own is Fletcher Hart. The kick comes in from Riley Bice. Fletcher Hart looks over. He's got Jake Page. He had Jeffy Garlett, but he couldn't get it to him. Here comes Garlett. Running tackle on Marsh was pretty good. Darcy Smith takes a beauty. Low to the ground. Darcy Smith, the speedster, he's got the long sleeves, the shaggy hairdo. He's a bit of a live wire. The kick is okay. Finds Harlan. Told to stand off the left foot. Kick. Now this is better. Finds Hargrave. Got to move it quick, Tommy. You've got a big man, Hannah, down there. He goes wide. He chips towards Driscoll. But it was beautifully read there by Riley Bice. He marks and he kicks the ball long to centre wing and Blomley will fly and he misses a chest mark.
Yes, he does. And now Ashley Cooper bursts away for the Panthers and pumps it straight back in. Hannah again outnumbered here. There's so many Tigers back there. Conlon, Bice. And then they bring it this side, the Tigers. Yep, to Fletcher Carroll, who's been absolutely red hot in this game. He is scorching, Fletcher Carroll. How many now, Brad?
21. He's coming up for his 21st of the half.
Unreal. As he goes long, down the line. Towards centre wing. Was that close to out of bounds, was it?
Yeah, that's a 6.
On the full, Robbie, and a net will get it back for the Panthers.
Yeah, Johnny on the spot there. Umpire Warwick Henderson just tells Pagey, don't move those beautiful, colourful boots anywhere, young man. Stand your ground. Annette brings the ball in, a bit of a high floater. Oh, throw it off the ball there. It'll be a free kick. Free kick. Dave Ryan doesn't miss those. And it's going to go the way of Miles Albers. And I'll tell you what, he's a real chance from here if he decides to go for it. He goes right across the middle of the park and he finds young Nick Newton, the boy from Henny. He's got a booming foot on him. He's going to pass now. He does to Sammy Hopper. But I was going to say, distance wouldn't be an issue with him, Lukey. And Sammy Hopper, I reckon, has nearly been the best. Just about the best for the Panthers today.
Him or Timmy Hannah, I reckon. Tim Hannah's been giving him really good first juice out of the middle. And when he's gone forward, he's really given him an option. But Hopper or Hannah for mine so far as well. Tom Hargrave's had a good start, but he's faded a little bit in this second quarter. But either one of those, you can take your pick for the Panthers at the moment.
Yeah, they haven't kicked a goal for over a quarter. The 20-minute mark of the first quarter was their first goal by Darcy Smith. Sammy Hopper comes in. He got under it. It's going to swing right. And it doesn't swing enough. It stays straight. Sammy Hopper gets the Panthers second. Just what they needed. And the margin now will just slip back to 45 points. It's 2-3-15 Lavington. And it's 9-6-60 the Albury Tigers.
Gee, you described that. Well, Robbie, it was like a pitching wedge, that one from Hopper, didn't it? Didn't he get under it?
Yeah, he got under it, just got enough, but it just faded. So,
tell you what, I wouldn't like to be playing on him on a big wing here. It'd be an absolute nightmare trying to keep up with him.
It shouldn't be me describing what sort of shot using golf. If you want to talk golf, talk our mayor, Kylie King. Kylie, you're still having a hit, aren't you?
Oh, it's the driver all the way, isn't it, lads?
Okay. No need for the putter.
Does not muck around, Kylie.
Putter ruins a good game of golf, to be honest.
Have your mayoral duties impacted on your golf at all?
Yes, but that's okay.
Smith burning away inside 50 for the Panthers, sends it long. It's speeding the goal square over the top. Ball bouncing. Tigers have it through Luke Daly, and he is dragged over the boundary line. So the Hannah Street end. What do you play off, Kylie?
Oh, 21.
Okay.
Just an honest B grader, boys.
What about before you got the Royal Throne, all the royalty gear and that, the mayoral robes?
Look, I'd like to make up a number and own it, but no.
All right, 21 it is.
21.
Just like your age, my dear.
Oh, thank you, Robbie.
O'Brien snaps high from nowhere. I've got to look after the mare. And Stacey Smith with a lot of courage ran into a big pack. Hannah might have got a clip behind the ear. Play on was a call. There'll be a receipt in the mail if you did, I reckon. There's a push from behind, is it? Yes, it is. And umpire Dave Ryan spotted that one very nicely. The free kick's going to go the way of when we pick him up there. It's the boss. It's Milesy. Got it for Albury at half-back. Here is Luke Francis, Mr. Wagga.
Yes, he's... Oh, gee. Yeah.
Oh, we've got the mayor, Mr. Wagga.
We were talking about the mayor, Robbie. I saw a headline during the week.
Yeah?
The great mayor had gone to France. I thought Kylie had moved, but it was actually very elegant.
Oh!
Heading overseas. So there you go. Ashley Cooper goes back inside 50.
One of your best.
We better start talking about the footy, better we? And Hannah onto Smith. Heads towards goal at Hannah Street end. I tell you what, he's been dangerous of late.
Yeah.
Smith, he's getting his hands on the ball, but he just kicked it behind to the near side, Brad. So, look, he's livening up.
Yeah, certainly is. Darcy Smith, one of the boys up there for Lavington, they've got genuine leg speed that I think can trouble Albury. He's showing to be a little bit dangerous in the forward half forward once the ball hits the ground.
Off half back now, it is McGrath who pumps it down to Newton. I like the look of this lad. He is a ripper. Coming in from heading, that's a good kick. Oh, just over the head. Chance here for Duncan. He make you pay here. Here's Jamison Scott. Low to the ball. He couldn't get it. Now he does. Scott ran into a wall of trouble there. Gaffney was the tackler. Marsh did the mopping up. Handball over the top to Driscoll. Driscoll's handball wasn't that good in the end. He's put his teammate Nicholson under a lot of pressure. And it will be balled up on centre wing. Velodrome side of the ground. Almost half time here. 26 minutes. Oh! How about that for reading the play, Lukey
How about
Francis?
that reading the play, Robbie?
On cue it was. Half-time siren sounds. A big quarter from the Tigers. They kicked 4 goals for that quarter. Lavington kicked the 1. And that equates to a lead of 44 points. 9-6-60, 2-4-16. That was second quarter action for Wodonga Pumps and Mowers. The scoreboard I just gave you was our good friends at C&V Truck and Bus scoreboard. And the time clock that would tick just under 26 minutes, that was for our good friends at Aubrey G. Gardner Homes time clock. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be the half-time wrap with Brad Freak. He's getting all his stats compiled together. He's having a look around the grounds for Mr. Stoves, and he's promised to deliver one of the great half-time shows of all time.
On, Brad.
He said, no Gus McLeod,
Yeah.
bring in Brad Freak,
I'm
and he's
looking
going
forward
to
to this.
deliver.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that. We're
Come
all
on.
excited. This is O&M Live, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere, and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care. I love it. Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero. The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
You're listening to O&M Live on 2AY.
Oh, what a beautiful afternoon in Albury-Wodonga here. We're at the Lavington Sports Ground. Perfect autumn conditions, around about 19 degrees. It's a shame to have an election on a day like today. It just sort of stuffs everything up. But anyway, we've got to do it. Hope you've voted. If you haven't, you better hurry up. Take the radio with you or whatever you want. You can tune in and have a listen to us here. Update here, the halftime score here is 9-6. Albury Tigers, 2-4. 16. Lavington Panthers, that's a 44-point lead. We've got plenty of little Oz kickers out on the ground at the moment here at halftime, having a bit of fun. Who knows, in 15 years' time we might see him run out around here. But first up, Brad Freak for 40 winks. We'll go to you and get some stats that matter. See if you can tell us why Albury are in such a dominant position.
Yeah, Albury, I think, are in such a dominant position because their ball winners around the ground are just getting plenty of it. Obviously, we touched on it plenty in the coverage during that first half. Fletcher Carroll, for mine, has been the outstanding player on the ground today. He's up to 21 disposals and kicked the 3 goals in the first half. There'll be plenty of blokes who walk off the ground with that as content with that as their game, but to do that in one half is scary what he might be able to put up in the second half. Also, just Riley Bice as well has had 12 and kicked a goal as well. And we look at Jake Gaynor as well. He's had 13 disposals. And Jake Page has had 11 as well. Just the guys with the leg speed for the Tigers have been able to run up and down the ground as well. One of the things we touched on off air as well, Robbie, just the defensive work rate by some of these Albury boys, especially Riley Bice. I can probably count a dozen times he's been in the goal square, at the defensive goal square, helping out his backman, being able to get the ball out of defensive 50. And if you're Anthony Miles and Luke Daly, the coaches of Albury, you'd just be wrapped with what his work rate up, and not just offensively but defensively as well. He's been first class for them as well. On the Lavington side of things, Tommy Hargraves had a really strong first quarter, had 10 disposals, quieted a little bit in the second there, up to 13 for the game. Jake O'Brien's had 10, and Jack Harlan's had 10 as well. As we touched on in the first quarter, Lavy had the fair share of ball inside 50 as well. The inside 50 count, Albury's only ahead by 3 for the game, but there's a 44-point difference in the goals on the scoreboard where it matters. So it just shows that Lavy at times have had their opportunities, but just haven't been able to capitalise on it. And Albury, as we again touched on in the pre-game, just have more options up forward. They've been able to have the 8 marks inside 50 to just the 3 so far as well. So one thing that Lavy has done well, Robbie, is just that Tim Hanna in the ruck, I thought, has been really strong for him today. They've been able to get their hands on it first at contests. There's been plenty of times from centre contests where Jake O'Brien or Tom Hargraves or Ben Ashley Cooper have been able to break away, but they just lack that key forward up there that they can go for as a target as well.
Yeah, Hannah's been forced, well, just to have a spell as much as anything to go forward a bit. But I think Ben Kelly's been good too for the Tigers. And what I've been really impressed with Ben Kelly has been his use of the ball by foot, which has been really impressive. So, yeah, he's really turning into a big player. Now, Brad, quickly, I know that some of those stats would probably tell us, but your quarter's best?
Yeah, for the Optus quarter's best in that second quarter, I thought if we look at Lavington first of all, I thought Sam Hopper, as you touched on rightfully throughout the play in that second quarter, was sort of used the ball well, ran up and down, was plenty of link-up player for the Panthers in that quarter, was able to get his hands on it and use it well. I thought Darcy Smith as well a couple of times looked really lively in the forward half for Lavy and was able to kick a goal in the first quarter for him as well. On the Albury side of things, I think Matt Walker in the forward half has been really strong. Obviously, you can bring a guy of his quality in. Obviously, his only other game this year for Albury was against Wodonga in round 1 where he kicked the 5 goals. Today in the first half, he's taken a couple of marks inside 50 and been able to kick a couple of goals as well. So he's been really, really influential. And Lucas Conlon at the other end of the ground has really stopped any sort of forward foray that the Panthers would have to work in that defence that Tigers had, and they've just been working. Just the cohesion of the team has been really, really strong. So they've been able to work together, the Tigers, and really nullify all those. As we said, only 3 more inside 50s the Tigers had in that first half, but the defence of the Albury Tigers has just been able to stand up a bit stronger. All
right, there's some great stats there and around the ground. We're going to go around the grounds in a minute for Mr. Stowe's Pool World, but we're going to check some of the football and the netball. We had a really close netball game here earlier on today on our Facebook O&M Live Match the Round. And Brad will give that score shortly. But, all in all, I think great summary there. I think a guy like even young Darcy Smith, right, I reckon a couple of times he probably could have even run a little bit further into goal. He's got so much leg speed. I'd be, if I was coaching him, advising him, I'd say you just take him on, mate, and you just go out. If you get caught, so be it, but back yourself.
Yeah, but I don't think there's too many people especially the Albury backline, obviously, we say of Bice and Page and players like this that do work backwards, but not as pure defenders that they have a lot of leg speed, obviously, and that's probably where the Page and Bice working defensively is really helping the Tigers to be able to stop like someone like Darcy Smith. But I think you're spot on there, Robbie. His leg speed can be really damaging, as well as Darcy Hennessy as well, who's got good leg speed too. I think that's one area that they could try and exploit and get over the top and just clear the field and get it in there. Obviously, if they have Tim Hanna resting down there, get him in one out, get the other boys around the 50 and just be running full steam back at goals. Ball hits the ground. They're going to beat their players, especially if they're on someone like a Sean Daly as well, who they're going to have a lot more leg speed to him. Sean's very smart footballer, very experienced, knows how to use his body well, but just pure leg speed, the other boys are going to beat him every time. So I think that's one area they can look to exploit them in the second half, but it's really, as we touched on, just having that focal point up forward that they're really lacking. Obviously, they're really lacking, someone like an Aidan Johnson today, who's moved up to higher honours, who's an outstanding player, but someone of that, just a bigger body, obviously, we said earlier, like Billy Glanville as well, who's not missing today. They could have thrown him down the floor. Yeah, Brent Dixon as well. And
Lukey Garland, the captain.
Yeah, missing some really key, experienced players as well that they can use around the ball. But if I'm Adam Schneider and I'm the Lavington coaching staff, I'd be pretty pleased with that first half, albeit
the effort's fine. The effort is fantastic.
Yeah, there's been a few turnovers which are going to happen in young sides, but if I'm at Lavington Panthers, I'd be really wrapped with how we're going today against a quality opponent. Really try and keep that going in the second half and see if they can't chip into the lead or just not let it be a blowout at least anyway. If they can keep it around that 30 to 40 point mark, if I'm Lavy, I'd be really pleased with that today.
Yeah, I think and a point we raised earlier in the call today that Lavington, who are the defending premiers, go back way back to 2019. But from that side, there is only 4 players today playing for Lavington who played in that premiership just under 3 years ago. So that's for now. Now, Brad, we will go around the grounds for Mr. Stowe's pool world. Not really pool weather at the moment, although the people at Mr. Stowe's, they will certainly heat it up for you. So that's an issue. And get in now, beat the rush. But let's see what you've got, mate. What's any big upsets brewing around the grounds?
Yeah, in the other games in the SSNA Ovens and Mayo, there's probably the one upset brewing at the moment would be up at the McNamara Reserve between Myrtleford Saints and the Wodonga Bulldogs at the moment. It's half-time up there at the moment, but the Wodonga Bulldogs have a 27-point lead in that game, 9-2, 56 to 4-5, 29 at the moment. So really looks like another upset brewing, and the Bulldogs are really starting to build a bit of momentum. I saw them at the start of the year against Albury, and they were really, really strong against the Tigers, but Tigers just had a little bit more class. I was speaking to Tom Johnson a few weeks ago as well. He said that after their first 2 weeks, which is against Wangaratta, Magpies and the Albury Tigers, they were looking to build into the season, and this is the period that he was talking about to really build into it as well. So the Wodonga, if they get another win there, they'd be right about that 5th spot as well, especially if Laving get knocked off. They get in that packet.
Myrtleford get beat, and Wang Rovers got beat.
And the other game in the 3&E game at the moment as well, we've got Corowa Rutherglen only up by 6 points at halftime there. They did get out to about a 17-point lead early in that first half, but the Rovers have been able to draw that back in at the moment. So at halftime there, it's Corowa a 6-7-43 plays the Rovers 5-7-37. So another tie game there in our 3&E game as well.
What about our man, the Iron Man of radio, Panda, Blake Escott? He's down there calling up on his own today. I don't think
really?
He's got a couple of stats, got a stats person there and a boundary rider, but other than that, it's the Panda show down there.
Yeah, street. I hope he ate some batteries for breakfast, Robbie.
He's Mr. Wangaratta down there. We've got the mayor of Albury here, Kylie King. Don't worry, the real mayor of Wangaratta down there is Blake Escott.
To get the jumper leads on him to keep him going.
He'll be up and about, won't he?
Yeah, he'll do it. There's no doubt about that, Panda. Yep.
All right. Well, yes, I agree with some of the things, Brad. We're actually going to get to some of those netball scores too, but nothing wrong with the effort of Lavington. And when you look and see going forward, sometimes you see the height difference and that, and a little bit of inexperience. You're not going to see too much more than we have. So, but anyway, now let's complete your little update here, Brad, by going around the grounds for Mr. Stowe's Pool World with the netball.
Yeah, if we do a Ray White rural update for the netball at the moment, obviously the live stream game that Robbie did earlier was a thriller. Lavington getting up there by a goal, I should say, 35-34. In the other games underway at the moment, Myrtleford up by 21 goals against the Wodonga Bulldogs, 52-31. And the Corowa are taking on the Wang Rovers. Corowa undefeated at the moment, absolutely flying as well. 26 goals up there, 58-32. Wodonga Raiders up by 8 goals against the Wangaratta Magpies, 46-38. And Yarrawonga too strong at the moment for the North Albury Hoppers, 61-38 goals there in the netball there as well. And if we go for Mr. Stove Pool World, sorry, Robbie, just around the grounds in the AFL at the moment. It's just started the second half in those games. Port Adelaide up by a point over the Cats. Sorry, Lukey. Which is down at the Cattery as well. But if we go in the other game, the Gold Coast Suns playing the Bulldogs in Ballarat. Bulldogs up by 7 points just after half-time there, 48-41.
Well, you know what I love about your side winning on a Friday night?
What's that,
Robbie? In the AFL, you don't give us stuff. What happens the rest of the round? You just feel good about life. Looks like you've got a tough one coming up today, and life's good. All right, we better take a break. When we do come back, we've got the Albury Tigers running out onto the ground here. We'll cross down. We'll get down to Kylie King before the ball bounces to start the second half, see if she's spotted any changes, whether the climatical conditions have changed for Kylie down there, who's just conveniently picked out a nice 20-degree sunny day today to make her return. But when you're mayor, Lukey, you can please yourself.
Yeah, you can put it on for yourself.
You can come and go. You took a half an hour to getting here, signing autographs and taking photos and selfies. Goodness me.
That's it. Yeah.
That was before the netball appearance. But anyway, all right, this is O&M Live, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care. I love it. Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Manufactured in Albury, Wodonga. Ag Boss. Get the job done. You're listening to O&M Live on 2AY.
You are listening to O&M Live on 2AY. We have started about 5 seconds ago, and to take up all the live action on O&M Live, here's Luke Francis.
Yeah, here we go, Robbie. Big second half from the Lavington Sports Ground. Ball knocked away towards the Tigers' defence. And Duncan, short chip kick, very short to McGrath. It was paid, though. And then an attacking kick back towards the middle of the ground. Hannah got his hands to it, dropped it. Kelly tried to dish it out to Fletcher Carroll. Jake Gaynor went one way. Oh, beautifully done to Bromley. Then on to McGrath. Here we go. And he has a bounce. And then right foot sends it inside, attacking 50 or to the arc. Walker knocked it away. Bice pounces on it. Left foot. Look at that for a kick. Right out in front of Jacob Conlon. I reckon you can put that little kick down to a Petters Albury player of the day. No ball.
Brilliant kick, wasn't he? Just gave... Bryce didn't have to break stride. Would have been a 45-metre pass. But he's just to spot him up in that traffic. And it was a beautifully timed pass.
Certainly was. So Jacob Conlon will have a shot on goal to the Hannah Street end here. to start the third term from the Tigers. How does it look? He's missed it, and he scores one behind. Jacob, a minor score going on the board. Robbie, as we do this quarter for Agboss.
Yeah, Agboss. Good crew, good loyal supporters of O&M Live. Good kick in from Jack Harlan. Finds Chris Annette. Got a handball release to Tom Hargraves, who kicks the middle of the ground. Timmy Hannah marked. Handball to O'Brien. O'Brien momentarily fumbled. Look for Darcy Smith, who's pulled off the long sleeves, and he's got the short sleeves on to commence.
Happening, but no, he was looking proppy, wasn't he? But no, standing up, moving around, and barking orders. So I think all's okay.
Kindly brought to you by the Newmarket Hotel as O'Hara took a mark and then got knocked over momentarily by Hobart. Oh, pretty ordinary disposal, that one. And the Panthers at the bottom of the contest wrapped up. And we will have a stoppage. So Peter Bowen, home scoreboard, 61 plays 16. Very early stages of the third term at this brilliant facility at the Lavington Sports Ground under a sunny sky this afternoon. And again, another stoppage. Robbie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I think what Panthers are doing, they're just trying to make a contest as much as they can. So
exactly.
Gaynor overrun it. Clever kick off the ground by Tommy Hargraves. Give him a stat for that. Ball comes back into top of the goal square. Garland was there, couldn't get Conlon. Lucas was good. He put Luke Daly under pressure, but mopping up nicely there, doing good work was Maxie Byrne. Got a handball to Kelly. Back to Fletcher Carroll with an outside, inside-out check side kick that goes out of bounds on the full on the velodrome flank. And it'll be Lavington who'll bring the ball back into play. It'll be Sam Hopper, who's been pretty good today. He goes short and he finds Miles Albers, who got a push in the back after he took the mark.
So Albert. So he goes long inside 50. They get an entry. Another defensive fist from Lucas Conlon. He's been doing it all day. Ashley Cooper, ball at ground level for the Panthers. And that was, in fact, O'Brien in the long sleeves. And again, we'll have another stoppage. So we've had a few here to start this third term in the same spot, Robbie, or virtually the same spot. A lot of players around this ball. Hannah down to Tom Hargrave in his 150th. As we said today, it comes out to Ashley Cooper. And then a nice kick to Miles Albers. But he is on a tricky angle, Robbie.
He's good in front of goal.
Mm-hmm.
Lukey, he's got a rep. He's a sharpshooter. Best way to describe him.
Great.
This is almost his specialty.
Okay, so the ball's in the hands of the right man. No, well, you've told it the way it is, so let's see what he does here. Is he going to go with a drop punt?
He's a traditionalist, mate. He's a traditionalist.
This would be a gem if you could kick this. The scoreboard. I'll tell you what, Robbie McKinlay. He's kicked it. Robbie McKinlay has absolutely told the story of what Miles Albers has just done then. He said this man's a sharpshooter. He's gone back, deliberate drop punt. That's a magnificent kick.
I reckon
say something, Robbie. You're not taking any kudos.
I'm happy with my work.
I was going to say, you might have to mark the day down, Luca. There's been plenty of times this year I've heard Robbie call it before it's even been kicked from a much easier angle than that, and he's put him in next week. But
you've just
absolutely beautiful kick there by Miles Albers to get the goal. And the Panthers have had three inside 50s to one in this quarter, so they need that goal.
Brad, none of this funky metro sort of wanky type kicks at goal. The old drop punt, it served the game beautifully over 100 odd years. Keep using it.
Robbie,
well done, Miles Albers. One for the good guys.
You duck next door and open a crownie, I reckon, Robbie, after that. Yeah.
Pretty happy with that bit of work. Now, Nick Newton, that'll be told to play on. Didn't go far enough. Hurry up, Tommy. He does. He kicks it into half forward. Cook's there. Brought the ball to ground. Hennessy. The Wollongong boys combine. And Darcy Hennessy, who's not for the first time today, pulled off a couple of ripping tackles. Hodgie goes short. He finds Alex Jones at half-back. He's looking for a bit of... this is great running from Duncan. No one chased him. Duncan immediately drives the ball long. Conlon, Jacob, if the ball will sit for him. An inside-out little kick. It was dinky enough. And it's gone through for a minor score. So that was very quick transportation of the footy. Tigers 9-8-62. Lavington 3-4-22.
So Bevan's got the ball for the Panthers. and he's going to give it back to Harlan to take the kick out here. So as we tick up towards the 7-minute mark on the Albury GJ Gardner Holmes time clock here. Third term, Panthers bring it out of defence, straight up the ground. Looking for Ashley Cooper, and took the mark, it was paid. Handball over the top to Hopper, and then Hopper elects to go very wide and finds a teammate. That's good in Newton.
I like the look of this lad.
Yeah, and he's put his socks right up. Have you noticed that, Robbie?
And that's another nice traditional thing.
It is. And then down the line to Hopper, so well done. Playing well and working this ball forward surely, yes. Oh, ordinary kick to Hargraves, got to go, but he had a man on his outside. That was good. And then down the line to Albers again.
Guess
so this is, can he do this again? So deja vu if you were to kick it. A repeat performance. Now,
well,
Robbie,
of course he can.
Are you're going to go for the daily double?
In fact, the angle is not as tight.
Okay. Robbie McKinlay?
He's a good operator.
Let's see what he does. Now,
there's a Sade song, wasn't it? Smooth Operator. Kylie, you'd remember that one?
It is my vintage, you're right, Robbie.
Yes, it's in our wheelhouse.
It was 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here he goes, Miles Albers. Can he do it again?
Thank you very much.
He's done it again.
Oh, yeah.
Deja vu. And Robbie McKinlay on his second crownie here in the third term.
Grab us another cigar, lads.
Brad. Well, what now? What are you going to say?
If he gets it again, he'll do it again. He just uses this lovely thing called a drop punt.
I tell you what,
fantastic.
Luke. I tell you what, Luke. This is the best thing for Lavy to be able to get some scoreboard pressure, but this is the worst thing for me because I've got to go home and listen about this all night too.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
No, they've been able to get a lot more ball on their terms this quarter. The Panthers up to 5 inside 50s for a couple of goals. Miles Albers, as Robbie's rightly collected, had beautiful set shots and just been able to. Especially in this second half.
Jones intercepted the handball, got it over to Jacob Conlon, kicks the ball deep into attack, running onto the footy now. Oh, it fell okay for Chris Annette, who got a handball to Marsh. Marsh off the back flank, handballs over the top, looking for young Nicholson, but the boundary line prevails and it will be thrown in. What's happening down on the bench there? Can you add anything else?
Yeah, well, Anthony Miles was definitely back on, so that was a good thing because a little bit proppy, wasn't he, just before the game there?
Yeah, Hannah down to Miles was wrapped up in a tackle.
He looked like he was having a Garth LaRue down there, and that's, of course, reference to former South African fast bowler Garth LaRue, which... Yeah, Chris Mew.
Yeah, no, that's it. So stoppage again, arc of the 50 at the Hannah Street end. Jones tears away, went one way, back the other. He had Bice behind him, got it to him, very short into Jacob Conlon, got one hand to it, ball down in front. Ashley Cooper, the Panthers win it away, and now with Hennessy Robbie, and they're out.
Yeah, it's 50-50. And Cook, probably almost a professional free kick in the end. And Bryden Hodgson has the ball right centre wing, right underneath us here. At the Lavington Sports Ground, he's asked for his player to come forward, which is Luke Daly. Just careful, tell him what the coach to do, Brighto.
You're
just
right.
Be real easy there.
Don't push it.
Daly's kick's a good one. Finds Jake Gaynor, former Wagga Tiger. Chips the ball over the top. His grandfather was a legend of administration too. Frank Gaynor, I believe. Lukey,
You're absolutely right about that, Robbie.
Used to be president of the South West Football League.
Yeah.
Back at another time.
Very prominent name in the Riverina, the Gaynors. Great family.
And Jake's dad's name?
Froggy.
Yep. Froggy surely had a better name than that.
Well, Froggy was a very good footy player too, Froggy Gaynor.
Do you want to chuck a Christian name on him? No, Froggy Gaynor, there you go.
Everyone's Froggy is Froggy.
Take it away, Froggy Francis.
Yeah, rightio. So Gaff. Been good, Lucas Conlon. I know we're not taking stats for defensive fists, Brad, but he's been great all day, hasn't he, Lucas?
Absolutely. He's been fantastic in that back half for Albury today and really nullified any attack the Panthers have had.
His brother, Jacob Conlon, goes forward for the Tigers again. Walker in front, over the back. Hart has it. On now, tries to get it back to Walker off the ground. I reckon he's got it. He has.
He has.
What an effort. So Walker kicks his third. Bit of wild play down there. Pretty messy. Spilled out the back, but she got the boot to it, and it's gone through at the Hannah Street end. And they're out to a mighty break now. The Tigers, as we go to Brad Freak on the 40-wing stats. No, actually, we might go around the grounds with you, Brad, for Mr. Stowe's Poolwell.
Yeah, in the other games at the moment, obviously, a couple of games we're keeping our eye on. Myrtleford and Wodonga. Wodonga's still out with a 25-point lead. It's midway through the third quarter there, 62-37. And in our lead, 49-37, midway through the third quarter there as well.
Well, you can mark Mr. Walker down for a Sunjan Goal of the Day contender, I reckon, as O'Brien runs onto a brilliant tap from Timmy Hanna, and the kick goes to the top, and Garland, his timing wasn't out. His timing was out a bit there, and that man there, Lucas Conlon, gee whiz, he's played a terrific game today. His kick's a beauty. Finds Jacob Page, kick to centre wing here. Overrunning the footy there was Fletcher Hart. Chance for Nicholson. Knocked off the footy legally. Ball spills clear now, and now Nicholson, geez, tough little nut. He bounced up, he got the next clearance. How good was that? Here's our man Miles Albers. He applied the tackle to Walker. Over the football was Hargrave. Handball over the top was unlucky. Miles got a really quick handball to Hayes. Hayes gets the ball. Walker. And he'll go back and shoot for goal number 4. But what about the quick hands in the middle part of the ground there? And exquisite use of the footy.
Yeah, beautifully called, Robbie McKinlay. That is exactly right. Came in fast. They built up nicely. And that was just a magnificent clutch from Walker. And as you said, Robbie, shooting for his 4th, a quartet.
Well, he's another sharpshooter too. I gave you a bit of a historical flashback on his junior football career, how he used to kick a lot of goals. So. And he kicks nicely. Just have a look at this action. It's a beautiful kick of the footy, and it goes straight through the guts. Simple as that. That's another drop punt. How about that? Magnificent stuff there from Matty Walker, and he's got 4. Tigers get their 11th, and they now stretch that margin out to 48 points. Brad Freak.
Yeah, we just loving early in this third quarter. We're able to kick those couple of goals through Miles Albers and get a bit of momentum back their way. But in the last 5 minutes, through Matty Walker in that forward half, Aubrey just been able to nullify it altogether. Lovey went out early in this quarter with 4 inside 50s to 1, but now midway through it's 6 apiece, and Aubrey really just starting to get it back on their terms.
Ball back in the centre, so Walker gets his quaddie. Our great captain, the great Gus McLeod, didn't get a crack at the quaddie this afternoon up in Brisbane. Robbie, they were called off. Doomben Cup Day.
Was it really?
Lost the meeting and Deluge rain.
Jeez.
So Gus has had to duck straight to the... Of course, Zaki, the red-hot favourite in the Doomben Cup. Not to worry, it's the Tigers. Burst away. He got legged. I thought Bice anyway. Umpire said to play on. Bromley missed it, overran it.
Smother was excellent. The ball worked its way back to Kelly. Kelly over the back here. Here's a chance for Riley Bice. He's a left footer, lads. Keep an eye on that. He sort of fell as he worked. Oh, Walker through traffic. Got a handball. That was hot. Gee, Hendo the fisherman. He probably a little bit stiff there. Good mate of mine, Warwick Henderson, the umpire, but he might have been a bit quick to move on that one, but he's just going to pull up play here because there might be an injury here to Drewy Bevan. So, Bevan, he's
hunched over, isn't he?
He is. He's like a half-open pocket knife.
Bit of a corky maybe, boys, but looks the way he's hobbling off there. He's sort of holding his thigh area, quad area.
He might have got it somewhere else too,
Yeah,
Brad.
I think he might be disguising it.
In the old Jats Crackers. There you go. So, and Ashley Cooper will get a free kick for a push in the back. Kylie, I say this with a lot of reverence. Can you just keep an eye on that one, see what the injury might be?
Careful,
I was waiting for the line, boys.
Yeah. Just monitor that one. Thanks, Carls.
Well, he's hunched down, so I think that says a lot.
Yeah, we'll take that. On to Jones.
The mayoral duties never finish, Kylie.
Jones. The Tigers thump it back in. They get another forward entry. Oh, big defensive fist from Butler. That was fantastic. Coming over the back, that big pack, and knocks it out of bounds.
Any updates there, Kylie? He's pretty close to you. Can you just describe the feeling down there?
I think you boys can relate to the feeling that the poor lad's going through.
Yes. We'll take that as we'll just sort of take a little bit of spelling, just sort of a few deep breaths, Luke, and away he goes.
Yeah, well, that's right, Robbie. That's it.
Anyway, it's out over the boundary line. It'll be a boundary throw in on grandstand flank, not too far away from Kylie King there. But I think the good news is we do have a little bit of fun. But Drewy Bevan, he seems to be okay, Kylie.
Sorry, guys, I missed that.
Yeah, we just said Drewy Bevan looks like he's okay. We don't take this with any we're not taking the mickey or not, but good news is Drewy looks like he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's up moving around, but and has just now taken a seat on the bench. But, yeah, I think he'll be fine.
Good on him. Well, there we go. Good news. A little tough from Tumut, they make him, Lukey. These blokes, Drewy Brevin.
Oh, they do, don't they, Robbie? Up in the hills, no doubt about that.
Be nice frost up there this morning as he left.
Yes, you're right about that.
Now, well, Darcy Smith's got it at half back, Luke, and he's taken a bit of a punt and he's kicked it across the ground.
And it just came off, Robbie, the switch.
Good grab by Harlan, wasn't it?
Took a punt, all right. Yeah, wasn't he under pressure? And then he's gone left. Now there's a whistle. This is downfield, I reckon. What's happened here?
Miles Albers has got it.
Yeah, don't know what's happened there.
I think the umpire signalled holding the man, so maybe Bryden Hodgson might have held on to him as he went to go into the space.
I wonder if he'll go a torpedo here, lads.
You're getting too cocky now, Robbie. He goes short, inside 50. Oh, ball dropped by, it looked to be Harland. And then, in fact, it was Tom Hargrave, and the Tigers bring it out of defence, Robbie. They hold up again. Garlett's got it, and he's got some room to move.
Yeah, Garlett's kick. His target was Blomley. And they, in a chance, Freak, could you check Fletcher's Carroll stats for this quarter? I don't feel like I've been calling him as much. When you get a chance, Blomley's kicks a long, deep one into half forward, and Ashley Cooper takes a good grab.
Yeah, he's definitely had a much quieter quarter, this one for Carroll. He's only had the one disposal so far, 17 minutes in. Obviously, set the world on fire in the first half as well, having the 21 disposals and the 3 goals. But, I mean, probably put your feet up after that sort of effort in the first half, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm taking it away, Lukey France. I'm just perusing the ground to see that if Fletcher Carroll is out there at the moment.
He's getting a rub down right in front of us.
There you go.
Glad he's the one getting the rub down, and Bevan's not. Okay, out wide here, just under the broadcast position. And no extension of that, boys. We'll just say Garlett's got the ball.
I'll let that one go through to the keeper, Lukey.
Yep.
And it's a flying attempt there from Butler. Out the back, Jamison Scott did well. Handball by Walker. G's hands were quick. Back to Page, who in turn was quick straight to Blomley. Keep an eye on Butler. Butler's down there. Kylie, not too far from you. Adam Butler down there in the grandstand pocket. Jeffy Garlett's just giving a bit of a pat on the back. Did you see what happened there?
No, sorry, lads.
Yeah, I was in a pack.
Just checking Fletcher Carroll, wondering when he was going to head back out.
Yeah, well, he's mounted himself here at the gates, the changing gate, interchange there. He's set not too far away, Luke Francis.
Yeah, Robbie, so here's Hennessy, half back. Oh, well done to Ashley Cooper for the Panthers. Ran into the umpire, Robbie, or the ball did. Hargrave, big fist, falls in the hands of Smith. Back to Hargrave, missed him. Ashley Cooper backs up, well done. Down the line to Hannah. 2 bites of a cherry, or 1 at least. Couldn't take the mark. Now, ground level, Luke Daly does well. Out to Duncan, and Duncan finds a teammate, or just over Jake Gaynor's head. Butler comes tearing through on Jake Gaynor. Gaynor does well, brings him to down, and he is gone. Well done, Jake Gaynor. Butler tried to palm him off, Robbie, but it wasn't to be. And Jake wins the ball here, just under our commentary position as we go to Brad Freak. 440 wins.
Ben Ashley Cooper's had a big quarter here for Lavy boys. He's up to 10 disposals in this third quarter, and he's been helped by Tommy Hargraves, who's had 7 as well.
Great kick by Sean Daly. He called for the pass from Gaynor, and he knew the minute he got it, the moment he got it, he knew he had Hayes loose, and he did not hesitate, 2 steps and kicked it beautifully. And Oscar Hayes, to his credit, took a really good grab under pressure. And he's been lined up now by the fisherman, Warwick Henderson, and he's going to shoot from about 45 metres out. He'll go close from here, Oscar Hayes. Journey should be okay. Steps up to the plate now, and in fact, he sits it up to the top of the square. Oh, Walker! From behind, he played on, and then he kicked it into the man who might have been on the mark. I think he just had a bit of air sickness or something. He was so pumped up from the grab, went to play on to kick his 5th, and he kicked it into a Lavington Panthers guts. And it's gone through for a point. There you go, Lukey. That was just going to be almost a Petters Albury player of the day.
Yeah, super mark, Robbie. That's right. And then he played on and just, well, the kick was broken up. Tigers are going to come back in again. Here, Duncan running from the back. Oh, kick smothered by Tom Hargrave. So that was well done. Ashley Cooper, as he's had to do so many times this quarter, fighting for it. Look at the players boring in here at true centre-half back for the Panthers. My goodness. And the ball is wrapped up. Okay, Brad, what have we got as we go around the grounds here for Mr. Stowe's Poolwell?
Yeah, Rovers have been able to get back into that game. They're up by 15 points over Kyra Rutherglen at the moment, halfway through the third quarter, 64-49.
Cook did well, got a handball to Hopper to Hannah. Hannah inside handball, Miss Robertson. He is picked up here by McGrath. Quick hands by McGrath to the coach. Miles, inside handball to Kelly. Kelly goes short, looking for Garlett. Trapped it beautifully. Jeffy kicks off the left foot this time. Here's Matty Walker. Matty Walker takes a beauty in front of Drew Bevan. 20 metres out directly in front. He has put a new dimension on the Albury Tigers here, Matty Walker. Super impressive today. Going to line up for number 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Going for his 5th goal and his 5th mark inside forward 50 as well. He's been very lively up there as well. So it just, as we spoke about in pre-game, keep touching on, they've just got so many options at the moment in that forward half. Albury do just so many different options that they can go through there. Obviously, Matty Walker and Jacob Conlon are playing down there at the moment. Obviously, I think Jacob Conlon might be going to the ruck with Ben Kelly coming off the ground at the moment, but just really dangerous in that forward half, the Tigers are today.
So here he is, Matty Walker, 25 metres out directly in front, gets the job done, finishes it beautifully. He has kicked his 5th. Tigers have got 12, 12-9-81. Lavington Panthers, a 4-4-28, 22 minutes gone, and it's 53-point margin, and we're doing this one for Ag Boston. Boys, I can tell you, Brad, I'd like to challenge you guys on the stat sheets for 40 Winks. There's been only 2 goal kickers this quarter. Albers with his 2, memorable 2.
Yes.
And Walker with 3.
Yeah, it's been very, very good. And you've called all of them beautifully, Robert, I must say.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, thank you, Brad.
You must be looking for some accommodation, are you, Brad?
You can have another week.
Okay, ball back in the centre. Here we go. Lavington Sports Ground. O'Brien, high ball. Look at that one. A real lobbing kick. Comes down now. And then Luke Daly tried to get it out and did so to O'Hara. O'Hara went on to Jones, and Jones with a long one forward. Oh, Hart just couldn't quite get to it. Spilled in front of him, and the Tigers dive on it. And wrapped up by the Panthers, and we will have a stoppage. So arc of the 50, Hannah Street end, as we tick up towards the 23-minute mark on just over it now on the Albury GJ Gardner Holmes time clock. And on the Peter Bowen home scoreboard, 81 plays 28, a 53-point margin, as Robbie said, and ball out of bounds on the full, Robbie, as a quick one came out of the pack.
It was a left-foot barrel almost from Jacob Conlon. He was under a bit of pressure, and gee whiz, he flushed it. Absolutely nailed it, and out of bounds on the full. And Jack Harlan will bring the ball back in. Just weighing up his options. I reckon he'll just go down the line. He kicks the ball a long way, Harlan. As we can see, and he's got a bit of height with this one too. And he said, Timmy Hannah, sit under that big fella. And Conlon, the man who kicked it out on the full, actually spoiled Timmy Hannah there. So, of course, Timmy Hannah from Hay. And the Hay boys yesterday and today are enjoying a premiership reunion from 1992.
There you go.
Lukey Francis. And if you want to get a good reflection on that, you can check out the Glory Days podcast.
I reckon there'd be only a few people who would be aware of that outside the Hay Football Club, and one, Brad, would be Robbie McKinlay.
Yes, you know every premiership. He's very good at the podcast, whoever does those ones, the Glory Days.
Imagine taking you to a sports trivia night.
Yes.
Robbie? Has Fletcher Carroll bursts out of the centre square, right foot, down forward, bites at the back, rolling into an open goal, kicks it.
Bang.
Yep, he does. So, well done to the Albury Tigers. They're a class outfit. And Robbie, well, you think as the season goes on, being so highly skilled, they're the one to challenge the Wang Magpies at this stage?
Yeah, I think they are. You hit the word you used there, the one, it's got 5 letters, skill. That's one they've got on this side. And they are very fit. And you've got to remember, they've still got Daniel Cross to come on this side, Jesse Wilson. And, you know, they wouldn't be surprised, Brad, if they go looking to pick up another player somewhere along the line. They've got points on their side.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can fill that void, if the points that they've got, they can definitely look at it. Obviously, next week against Yarra is going to be a real marker of where they are, the top 2 in this season.
Yeah, that should be an absolute beauty, that one. Ahead and at the sports ground, Bradley.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, next week interleague, so it's the following week after.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, big game next weekend. The O&M travelling down to Mooroopna to take on the Goulburn Valley League. Free kick in the middle of the ground here to Jimmy Ossa, the son-in-law of the great Rick O'Connell, rugby league royalty in this town.
Right.
He kicks a good one on Timmy Hannah. It's been a line-hearted performance today from Hannah. He's taken on all customers. Hannah spots up something that he likes, and it's O'Brien at half forward. He's got to get round Conlon. He does that. That's a beautifully way to kick in. Guess who's got it, boys? Miles Albers. He's going to have to kick it from 45. He's been very good on the tight angles. And he did have a chance in the game earlier in the year. I think it was Kyle Rutherford in the first round. He had a shot from a similar distance. And I'm just suggesting he's worried about the distance. He might just have the range here, boys. Albers comes in. He kicks it from 48. Of course he's got the range. Yes, sir. He's banged through his third for the quarter. Miles Albers gets the hat trick. So does Robbie Boy. And everyone's happy here. Kylie King down on the boundary for the Newmarket Hotel. Do you want the winner of the last in Sydney today?
Why not? Why
I
not?
reckon Robbie was hedging his bets in that call, though. Oh, he's looking around. He's not confident. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, he's going for it.
Theatre, Kylie. It's called theatre. Just build the theatre up.
Dear, oh dear.
No, absolutely beautiful call there by you. And Miles Albers actually have been able to influence the game here in this third quarter by being able to hit this scoreboard. They really needed that focal point up forward. The Panthers needed in this game. They've been able to find it through Albers in this quarter with the 3 goals. Real standalone effort for him.
Yeah, 87 plays 34 on the Peter Bowen home scoreboard. We'll get a tip in the last in Sydney from Robbie shortly because he's on fire as the ball goes in towards the Tigers attacking 50. And Bromley did well. On to Garlett. Garlett onto the left foot, swings it back towards the top of the goal square, and running through was Harlan. Did very well. Weaved out of traffic. On to Sean Driscoll. Now he's got a paddock to move in. Has a bounce, goes back inboard. Hart's after him now. He's going to have to get rid of it. No, did well. Stepped around him as well. And then right foot in towards attacking 50. Smith, defensive 50 down. And now Luke Daly gets away from the Tigers and sends it to the outer side through Fletcher Carroll. Robbie, what do you got for the last in Sydney?
Don't mind Ready to Humble.
Okay.
Reasonably appropriate at times.
So that's...
It's good odds.
Yeah. Race 10, number 9, Ready to Humble. Kathy O'Hara and Nick Olive at around about the $16 mark.
Boys, we've got young, I think it's number 51, Charles Thomas for Albury, just on the defensive 50 for him there. Went up in the last contest and hasn't got up yet. I'm not too sure if it's cramp or what the go is, but we'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, I might have called him Maxi Byrne earlier in the day, but that's Thomas, is it?
Yeah, in the record it's got Charles Thomas.
Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Kylie might be able to do that same, but yeah, there is a little bit of concern for him there too. So we'll update that one when we come back. So he's still just down on the ground. I think it's a bit of a precaution. It could be cramp too.
Yeah.
So I think it might be cramp. He's up on his feet now. So that's a good way to wind up the third quarter. It was another good quarter from the Tigers. And they will take a 53-point lead into the final term. 3 goals from Albers, 3 goals from Walker, 1 to Bice. It was plenty of good action. Much improved effort there from the Panthers. But still too classy at the moment, the Tigers. As I said, it's a 53-point lead. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Kylie King. She's going to snoop around the huddles there and see what we can find. This is O&M Live. And on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care. I love it. Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Live on 2AY.
Yeah, we're back here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Three-quarter time, the Albury Tigers huddle is just breaking up. Kylie King, the mayor, is down there listening in to the Lavington huddle, so we'll get her report soon. The Tigers lead 87-34. Brad Freak, quarters best, and any other things, like stats and maybe a few scores from around the ground, please.
Yeah, Optus quarters best for their third quarter there for Lavy Panthers. I thought Ben Ashley Cooper was really strong in that quarter, really across half-back, played really well for him. And Robbie's boy, Miles Albers, kicking 3 goals, was absolutely outstanding up forward. And for the Albury Tigers, I thought Matt Walker up forward stood out again. And I thought Will Blomley was really good across half forward there, really is a link player for him today. Hasn't got the world's best leg speed, but able to get it out to the boys on the outside and really break the lines for the Tigers. If we look at the 40 Winks stats sheet, as we touched on, Ben Ashley Cooper had 10 disposals in that quarter. He was outstanding. And Tom Hargraves as well. He's up to 20 for the game. On the Albury side of things, Fletcher Carroll up to 23, quite a quarter there for him compared to his first half. Albury dominated the inside 50s in that third quarter, 17-9, and were able to put on the scoreboard, but so will Avi at the other end as well.
All right, Kylie King, I noticed you down there around the huddle. You went to the Lavington one, what I saw, and what did you find out?
Well, basically, Coach Adam Schneider praised their first minutes. He described it as outstanding. There were smart entries. He wanted them to keep doing it. And he says, look, we know we're getting beaten convincingly, but I want effort. I want you to walk off the ground knowing that you can look each other in the eye and know you've given it your best. We've got to fight and just really develop those good habits.
Thank you, Kylie.
Yeah, very good, Kylie. Yeah, he's an ultra-positive person, Adam Schneider, and great to hear that. 53-point lead to the Albury Tigers as we head into the final term, brought to you by Bing Lee, as Miles comes out of the middle, high kick, sends it forward. They get an entry. Here the Tigers, Carroll does well and dishes out wide, and back to Miles, and Miles spears it inside 50, good mark. And Jacob Conlon, well, that was probably a little bit too easy for the Tigers, and they'll have a shot on goal, Robbie, to the scoreboard end.
Yeah, it was pretty fluent, wasn't it? I think as much as anything, it was just really good execution by hand or by foot. And that's been one of their highlights. They've been really clean. Doesn't give the Panthers an opportunity to get a crowd of turnover.
Spot on. They were sharp and found players in space. So Jacob Conlon, what a footballer this guy is. He has a shot. The scoreboard end. Nice, crisp contact, but it's fallen to the near side. It's gone through for 1 minor score. So 88 plays 34 on the border carpet scoreboard. Robbie McKinlay.
Thanks, Lukey. Harlan brings the ball back into play. And it's a good kick too, and it finds Nick Newton, who chips it to Drewy Bevan, who's looks like he's got a bit of run back in the soul at the moment. Copped a nasty blow there during the third quarter that indisposed him for a little while. But he's come up trumps. He goes back across the ground. He finds Newton. So Newton, a little bit of a risky kick, this one. 50-50 contest. Marsh won it, but it was only millimetres in it. He played on, got a good kick over the top to Lockie Gaffney. Gaffney chased by Page. Gaffney's kick's good to half forward, and he finds Cade Garland. So Garland, in his return to footy, first senior game in 5 years for the Lavington Panthers, drives the ball long towards the top of the goal square. Contest there was Albers, a kick off the ground, trying to keep the ball in. Went back into the pack, deflected over the boundary side. It'll be thrown in. Deep in attack for the Panthers, though. They trail 34-88. We've just started the second quarter action. And this last quarter is for Bing Lee. If you're looking for a TV or a washing machine or something, Lukey, take back the wog and we'll pounce in there.
Yeah, why not, Robbie?
Yep.
Got a microwave or something.
Yeah.
Similar. As the ball hits the ground, O'Hara dives on it, and the umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll try and sort it out. Okay, so stoppage with many players around this Sharon to the Hannah Street end. Here we go again. Kelly knocked it down. Got it in the hands of Harlan. It spills out now to O'Brien. Snap shot, pot shot on goal. Gone through the one behind, and it goes, yes, through for a minor score. So Luke Daly will have it, Robbie, for the Tigers.
Are we doing O'Brien's numbers today for 40 winks, Brad?
Yeah, we are. He's up to 17 for the game. He's been pretty consistent throughout the match in his disposals per quarter. So he's been able to accumulate very well. I think he's been one of the better players for Lavi today.
Well, he's just pulled off a good smother there, and he might get the ball back from Ashley Cooper. No, Ashley Cooper decided to handball to Hennessy. Now it goes to O'Brien. Check side on the boundary. Oh, I thought for a minute that was heading the way of the goals. It's been knocked through for a rush behind, but just momentarily, Luke France, looked like we might have seen something special. The Sunjang goal of the century. Your call, mate.
Yeah, I agree with you, Robbie. Had that ball kick going one way, but it was a banana kick where it started to come back the other way. Now, Bice, in the meantime...
Jeez, that was good footy.
Wow. Yeah, the Tigers went down ground, ended up with Bice, and he has speared Jacob Conlon with a super kick. So from one end to the other, it is absolutely...
O&M footy, mate.
Yeah, transition football. That was fantastic.
Did you get the clock on that one, boys? I reckon they would have had to been under 15 seconds there from one end to the other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a Usain Bolt play, this one. So Jacob Conlon, again... has a shot on goal. It's a repeat performance. It's through the big sticks in a major. They get their 14th, the Albury Tigers. And, well, they're obviously home here at the Lavington Sports Ground. We knew that a while ago. But, look, guys, the Lavington Panthers have been galloped. They've been fantastic because they've had some really handy players out this afternoon, haven't they? So, we've had Billy Glanville. We've had Dixon.
Luke Garland as well, the captain.
Luke Garland, yeah, the captain.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of boys that can come back into this Lavington side. I mean, obviously, scoreboard says one thing, but it doesn't give you a true indication of the game and the effort that the Panthers have put out today. They put a really, really strong showing out there this afternoon.
Jack Driscoll, too, another one, Robbie.
Yeah, height. Yeah, you got Dixon and Driscoll height alone. As Osa, through the middle of the ground, kick the ball. G. Collins been good. The other bloke at the back end of the ground. Fist here. Chance here for Hennessy. O'Hara over the footy. Knocked it to Duncan. Duncan's got Carroll all on his own. And he'll be off the races here. Fletcher Carroll decides he'll pass. Kicks it towards Page. Page dropped a chest mark right in front of you there, Kylie King. You could almost... Was that you who spoilt that?
Oh, geez. That's the sort of thing that you don't want to do in front of the fan favourites, do you? That was a bit messy.
No, he just missed the target there. So, and let's see, Milesy coming off again, Kylie?
Yes, he's here.
Gaffney out of the stoppage, left foot. Just a wild sort of helicopter kick. Sean Driscoll goes in, tried to scoop it up. May have got pulled off the ball. He did. And the umpire's going to give it to him. So Sean Driscoll for the Panthers will get it. True centre half forward, Hannah Street end. He's slow to get up.
Barrel.
Now he's got a free man, which is Hopper. Oh, kick just missed him. He got an okay bounce, Hopper. And then he took on Duncan, got brought to ground. And is he going to be gone for it?
He's going for a sling.
Oh, very lucky, I reckon. I reckon. What do you boys think? I thought that he
Probably
could have
to
been.
the nth degree of the law, there was an element of sling involved. So I think they just erred on the side of caution there.
He just got him in the arm sleeve of the shirt and just held on to him. Linked law, it was probably there.
Because he did try a party trick to take on Duncan, and then it didn't come off, but he's got the ball back through a sling tackle. So
That was my old schoolmate Peachy. I had that one. Peachy doesn't miss many. Glenn Peachy.
Yeah, beautiful. And Hopper latches on to the Hannah Street end, and I'm going to put that down as a Sunjan goal of the day. That's a ripper. And Robbie McKinlay...
Jeez, he got a bit of that.
Yeah, caught an earlier one from Hopper where he chipped it up like a pitching wedge and put it through to the Hannah Street end. Brad Freak signals to us that's a double. That's 2 for him. And how many has he had, Brad? Have you been taking them?
Haven't got him on the stats sheet today, but he has, as Robbie's alluded
One
throughout
job,
the
Brad.
Yeah,
One job.
I know. I'll let you down. Sorry, mate. He's been really good. But if we look around the grounds for Mr. Stove's Pool World, Wayne Garata Rovers up by 13 points early in the last quarter in that game. And in the other game, Myrtleford on the charge home here, boys. Only 11 points down against Wodonga Bulldogs at the McNamara Reserve.
Hargraves out of the middle of the ground. Panthers go forward again. Late surge here from the Panthers. Big pack forms. Plenty of Tigers over the footy. Kick off the ground, and a hurry there was missed. But the handball goes out the back from Duncan to Sean Daly. Was really good. Then on to Riley Bryce. He's had 2. He's had 3. Handballs long over the top. Sitting underneath. And look out. Here comes Butsy. Butsy got him. Nailed him. He's going to ping him here. He's in all sorts of trouble here. Give it to me, the umpire says. So that sort of flattens the end of that. And fair enough, too. It was young Fletcher Hart who got put into the Butler hold. Lukey?
He did. Robin actually ended up with the ball in the end, Butler, and that's why he didn't ping him, did he? So,
well, he didn't do it.
That's right. The Butler didn't do it. That's exactly right.
Thank you very much.
And then Harlan across the ground here to Nicholson. We'll go to Brad Freak soon for I know he's been counting the electoral votes in the background, Robbie. So.
Oh, no, that's already done. Matty Griffith on the All-Rounders this morning declared the result.
Did he?
Yes.
Goodness.
Hung Parliament.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Okay.
A hung Parliament.
So the pressure's off, Brad. Won't have to worry about it, mate. Marsh, inboard or Osa.
I've had a bit of pressure on me today. I had to deliver at halftime. I had to deliver the election results. But
But
I think I've been pretty cool, calm and collected
guaranteed a bed for another week, which is good.
All right. Midfield here. Oh, if you haven't voted, you've got about an hour and 55 minutes. Here is Conlon. Oh, look at that, the way he worked his way through the tackle of Butler. Chipped it to half forward. Fletcher Hart took a good tackle. He looks like a young Surfy. He should be on home and away. Gainer kicks the ball inside forward 50. Walker! Have a nice day, Mr. Walker, he says. He's kicked 5 already, or 4. 4, wasn't it? 5.
Yeah. 5.
He has gone to 5. 5 indeed, a high 5. Matty Walker, one of CD HBU's finest. He had a brilliant junior career there. Come in and he said debuted in the 2018 Grand Final for the Tigers and won a premiership.
Yeah, Marlon Pickett style.
Absolutely. Same coloured jumper. So Matty Walker from 40 metres out, directly in front, kick on the way, and he pulled it, has he? Yeah, he has. No, he hasn't. He's nailed it. So he's put it through. Walker has 6. 6 goals to Matty Walker, and that means the Tigers have extended the lead out now to, in the fourth quarter, back out to 58 points. And once again, just beautiful use of the footy and a good, strong grab from the young man.
Yeah, he is a class act, isn't he, Brad?
Yeah, they've just got so much more dynamics in their forward. When you get Jacob Conley come up the ground to half forward, high wing, and be able to deliver it into young Fletcher Hart that gives it out to quality players like Gaynor that would be able to hit the target of Matty Walker in that forward half.
Jones coming out of the middle. Here they go again, the Tigers. Walker's on the end of this, comes tearing out. He's got it. So he's going to have a chance to kick his 7th if he wants to have a shot. And, well, looks like his teammates are going to allow him. There's not much on. They're not leading.
Why not?
Oh, that's it. He's about, by the time he makes contact, he's about 45 out. The scoreboard end far side.
Set shots from 45, Luke. It's a free reign to have a shot.
That's it.
I reckon don't look anywhere else.
Don't bugger around with it.
Yep.
So here he goes. What can you do, Walker? As we said, shooting for 7. It's very wide. In fact, it's out of the bounds on the full to our broadcast side. But you can forgive him because he's been terrific today, Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, 6 goals, 1 and 1 out of bounds on the full.
Yeah.
Brad, we'll get around the grounds. Is that what you want to do, mate, for Mr. Stoves?
Yeah, if we look around the grounds, more dangerous in-ball kick. But if you look around the ground, Wayne Grada Rovers look like they've kicked away against Cora Rutherglen, up by 31 points now late in the last quarter there. And the charge is definitely on, just like the Swans last night against Carlton. Myrtleford only a goal down now, 71-65, halfway through the last quarter in that game.
All right, well, the Panthers have worked the ball very nicely out on that velodrome wing. And Darcy Smith, the speedster, has it, pumps it inside 50, back of the pack there. Kick off the ground by O'Brien. Has nailed it for a Sunjang goal of the day contender. Sending with the Socceroos. That was a sensational finish by O'Brien for the Panthers. And, a Sunjang goal of the day contender. Gee, we've seen some cracking goals here today, lads.
Oh, yeah. It has been a very, very entertaining game of football today. End-to-end, just the speed, and just really, really good improvisation there by Jake O'Brien. Just the quick little one off the ground. And as you say, Robbie might get a game for Liverpool, you reckon? Or the Aussie
FA
rules?
Cup champions, still could win the league yet, and probably win the European title. So, yep. Now things are going great in Anfield.
And that brings up the century for the Albury Tigers at Lavington this afternoon. 100 plays 48 on the Border Carpet scoreboard. As we get to about the 12-minute mark on the Albury GJ Gardner Holmes time clock. Ball on centre wing. And Jones put his head over it, did well. Went on to Tobias. Very good player. Left foot down the line. Look at that delivery to Page, Robbie. And then on to Jacob Conlon. This is nice footy. And then inside 50, they turn it over. And Butler has taken the mark. And he goes across, but that's okay. It's safe with Haaland.
Yeah, in a nest of Tigers, but Haaland was good. Now, here's a go for Cade Garland. Just needs the ball to sit. He's got a speedster chasing him. Young Jamison Scott almost dragged him down. He just got his kick in time. Kick off the ground by Bice was okay. No, now it works its way to centre wing. Back here to Hodson. Hodson got it on to Blomley. Blomley from 45 unselfishly picks out Jeffy Garlett, and he marks 35 metres out, pretty much directly in front.
Beautiful play there by the Tigers on that outside wing. Jamison Scott was the one, guys. That really nice chase down.
The rundown,
the rundown tackle on Cade Garland to force the turnover there, set this goal up. So, boys really got around him for that one.
Jeffy Garlett, kick on the way. He kicked too early, and he's missed that one to the right-hand side. So, 2 goals, 2 today for Jeffy Garlett. Tigers 15-11, 101. Lead Lavington 7-6-48. We're about halfway through the final quarter here on O&M Live. And been a really good game of footy. Good crowd in today too. Enjoying the perfect autumn sunshine.
So Haaland from the fullback position, straight up the ground. Lucas Conlon came tearing out. Sean Driscoll chipped in. Jake Gaynor got a handball along the ground to buy. Steps out of trouble. Left foot around the body. And he has blazed away. And it's gone out of bounds on the full to the broadcast side. So 101 plays 48 here, Robbie, on the Border Carpet scoreboard as we get to the halfway mark of the final term. Let's go down to Kylie King for the Newmarket Hotel.
Hey, lads, don't mind me, just chatting to one of the locals here. Look,
and what did that local have to say, Kylie?
He said he went to put his can in the bin, and I'm near it, and he goes, "Oh, you're the mayor."
The mayor hanging around garbage bins.
We're just talking about city issues, but anyway.
Oh, yeah. What'd you sort out? What's on the agenda?
Well, we need to mow some more lawns. We've got to get those potholes fixed. So, the constituents
drop the rates down a bit.
Oh, that's always a popular one.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, that's Kylie is hanging around garbage bins. That's what you'll get. Here's Matty Walker looking for... No, it's Page. Now he kicks to Matty Water. And Hayes says, I'll have a piece of the action. Oscar Hayes, he had Matty Walker. Oscar Hayes plays on and he shanks it. He shanks it to the left-hand side. Minor score, 15-12 the Tigers. Lavington 7-6. And we've gone 14 and a half minutes. I'll go to you, Lukey France, and Brad Freak. Prepare yourself for a Mr. Stowe's pool world round-the-ground cross because we want to know what's happening up at Myrtleford. It's getting hot up there.
Yeah, we do. We're looking forward to hearing the score because at Myrtleford were coming home like a train. Out of the fullback position was Marsh. Now, McGrath's got it for the Tigers to Luke Daly and then to Miles. Arc of the 50 at the scoreboard and Gaynor ends up with a lot of handballs here. Carroll under pressure now from the Panthers. He's pinged. The umpire says play on, ball comes out. Look at the players tearing in. This is great in the final term. Garlett on the end of this marked it. So there's a quick kick out of the pack and Garlett's run on and taken it. Now, Brad Freak, what have we got around the ground? This is interesting.
Myrtleford have come home like a steam train. 6 goals to 1 in the last quarter. They're up by a goal now, halfway through the last quarter against the Wodonga Bulldogs.
There you go. Back
Bit
here.
of deja vu, Bradley, from last year, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And in the meantime, Jeff Garlett's got the ball adjacent to the scoreboard at Lavington. That's a lovely kick, and that has gone straight through the middle. Fantastic. And Robbie, well, we saw him in the very same pocket, kick one around the body this afternoon. And, well, we're getting the execution of two different kicks, aren't we, Brad? The contrast.
Absolutely. And that one was probably not as relaxed as what his first one was, but still got the same result. I mean, he's been pretty lively today in the forward half, I thought. Jeffy kicking the 3 goals as well. He's been having a big forward, as we've touched on, like Matty Walker in there. Brings a lot more crumbs, and he gets off down to the third or fourth defender that way, obviously, with Jacob Codlin's in there as well. So what a luxury Albury have got in that forward line.
Just noticed there, Kylie down there on the boundary. We'll get to you shortly, but a few of the veteran Tigers have decided to take a bit of a spell down there. Just a bit of ice there for a couple of the lads.
Yeah, they've worked hard, and as you can tell, this game is very much in control, so not a bad decision to just rest them at the tail end of this quarter.
Yeah, Braden O'Hara's got the boots off and a bit of ice on the thigh, and Milesy, he's having a bit of a spell. Looking on, here's a go, chance, snap, shot. Page nails a beauty. Sunjan goal today. He read it off the pack magnificently. I reckon the tap might have even been young Fletcher Hart there. And I don't know if it was a set play or not amongst a couple of these young fellas, but goodness me, it worked well. Page ran onto it and snapped it truly from 35. Just a classy finish. And the Tigers extend the lead. It's out to 66 points now. 17-12 to 7 goals 6.
It did get out the attacking side pretty easily there, Robbie, as you described. So whether it was a set play, a lot of room to move there, Page, for Brad Freak.
Yeah.
Brad Freak, a lot of room for Page to move. My
You got
goodness
there in the end there, Lukey. Yeah, no, plenty of room for you there. He's up to 19 disposals today as well, Jake Page in the goal. His leg speed's been really damaging. Him and Riley Bice on opposite wings is just absolutely damaging.
Fletcher Carroll, big snap out of the middle. How many now? Brad, than 40 wing stats.
He's up to 29 for the game.
Yeah, and he's got a few sausage rolls too. How many's he got there, mate?
He's kicked 3 today, Fletcher, all in the first half.
Yep, early on. So Hopper, back pocket, outer side, scoreboard end. Now he's got Newton on. He's going to switch it to him. So here we go. Out broadcast side. So that's okay. Well done to Newton. Now Newton can hit Hennessy. In fact, he goes short to Butler. He ignored Hennessy. Now they go to Hennessy over the top of the handball. Fumbled, in trouble. And there was a clash with the Tiger. Butler has to go. McGrath wins it for the Tigers to Bromley. And he got swung around in the tackle. And the Panthers get it back through Butler, Robbie.
He does indeed, and that man there, Lucas Conlon, who's been a rock of Gibraltar at half back today, kicked across the ground. Couldn't Gavrity, recovered okay, stayed over the footy, tried to get it out, he did everything. Gee, now hard over the footy. You'd reckon it's tied scores with a minute to go the way they're going in here. And umpire Dave Ryan says, give it to me, fellas. And he's going to ball it up 45 metres out from the Tigers' goal. They lead 114 to 49. We've gone 20 minutes into the final term. Luke?
Have, Robbie. I don't know if Matt was... that was a sly one from Matt. He played a king of wishful thinking there. So on in the background. So that was,
yeah, there you go.
Coming over the top of us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that went down the line, but that was interesting. Okay. Now, Hayes has got the ball for the Tigers. As Duncan runs behind him. Well, he's not happy either, Duncan. He wanted Hayes to handball it. Hayes has kicked it in towards Hart. Goes up. Panther at the front. And then ball comes down to ground level. Well done. Ashley Cooper. He went on to Hargrave. And Hargrave got it out to O'Brien. Down the line to centre wing. Smith. Oh, well done, Sean Daly. He goes in. He's at ground level. Oh, did well to get it out the back of the contest. To McGrath. Duncan needs to go for the footy now. Does. Gets wrapped up by Robertson. Nice tackle. Across the line. Now it's on, is it? A wrestle down there, Kylie.
Oh, just a little bit of toing and froing. It's starting to build a bit more now. There's probably about 5 of them all in there.
Look, I know he's a bloody favourite of mine, but Sean Daly, if there hadn't been too many better players on the ground, then goodness me, he's a good footballer.
You said that at the break, Robbie. Off air. Yeah.
Hargrave collected there at half, sort of between half forward and centre wing, kicked it down. It was marked by Bryden Hodgson, who handballed off to Lucas Conlon, and he got it to Lukey Daly. But yeah, I always think he's been one of the all-time great Tiger players, Luke Francis, and that's from what I've seen. I mean, I've seen a lot of good players, but for longevity and what he provides, what he gives, and the reasons why, what he does for you in the side, he's a gun.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what you said to myself and Freaky off there at three-quarter time, Robbie. And then down the line to Hayes, the Tigers. So he's been good in this final term, Hayes. Then off to Jake Gaynor, right foot, heading towards the top of the square, bouncing ball. Butler, did well. Just kept his head, Butler, and then he goes to Hopper. In fact, that is Nicholson.
He's been okay too, young Nicholson.
Yeah, he's lively, isn't he? He's nippy. And then short, Robbie, and they go to Haaland.
Yeah, and Haaland, a good, solid game. He's always a solid defender. We know it's well documented. He's a very nice kick from behind. Page did this unselfish thing, knocked the ball to ground. Butler, been good, as usual. Adam Butler, good kick back into the middle of the ground. Finds Chris Annette. They appeal for a 50-metre penalty. No ways a call. Here's a chance for O'Brien. Faded one way, faked the other, chipped it to Hennessy. Hennessy can't gather the footy the first time. Did the second time. He's got a good turn of speed. Hennessy goes on goal, and the goal umpire who sprinted, he's like Usain Bolt, declares that is out of bounds on the full, and it will be brought back into play by Lucas Conlon. We've gone 23 and a half minutes. Brad Freak, around the grounds for Mr. Stowe's Poolwood. Is that game over at Myrtleford?
Well, it is now, Robbie. A 9-goal last quarter to Myrtleford has now got a 20-point lead. They were, just work this out quickly, they were 25 points down at three-quarter time, and now they're 20 points up. So massive swing there in that game, and Myrtleford really put the foot down in a win that they really needed to keep in touch with the top 3 as well.
Yeah, well done, Brad Freak. So a great update there for that game. Up in the heels as Haaland goes back to Bevan, and then a short one through the middle to Gaffney. You just tuned in on O&M Live. It's a 65-point lead to the Tigers here at the Lavington Sports Ground on the Border Carpet scoreboard. Now, McGrath, he's been good today. He's a good player, this guy. Then a hand pass on to Sean Daly when a Roberts. But how did he get rid of that? That's amazing. he threw it up one-handed.
It's Sean Daly to a tee.
Yeah, that was magic.
Free kick.
And then, there will be a free kick here. And it will go the way of Cade Garland, Robbie.
Now, Robbie, how's Cade Garland going to go here? We mean you're the man with the set shots, so I'll let you have the floor, mate.
I said I put in a faultless 3 out of 3 with Miles Albers. I'm going to leave this one to Kylie King, actually. Kylie, I'll just get you to have a look at this one. Cade Garland, let's describe it if you're on radio. He's 35 metres out, very tight angle. Come on, Kyle. Is he going to do it?
Oh, he's got to do it for Gemma. Come on.
Come on, here we go. Do it for Gemma. Here we go. Garland comes in. The mayor has delivered. Yes, indeed. Kylie King calls it correctly. And Cade Garland, in his return to senior Ovens and Murray footy, kicks a Sunjan goal of the day contender. One for the old boy there, and he's going to come off the ground. Look at this, Kylie.
His wife will be happy.
Very, very happy. So there he goes. Gemma might rush out and give him a hug. Who knows? But he's kicked the goal. They get their 8-7-55, the Panthers. Aubrey 17-12, 114. Geez, what about Kylie's form on the tipping?
Yes.
What do you like in the last?
Truth, yeah. Goodness gracious. I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic drop punt goal, wasn't it?
Another drop punt. Well, fancy that, eh?
Yeah, that's it. As we come back to the middle, and, well, it's been a tough day for the Panthers, but they've stood tall, and that was a great kick from Garland to the Hannah Street end as the ball heads down towards the forward flank for the Tigers.
Agreed, Lukey.
Ball is wrapped up.
Lost no admirers today, Panthers. Adam Snyder, I reckon he'd be pretty happy with the effort here, what he's seen against a really good side, young emerging side that, you know, they're short on manpower today, but they've done the jumper proud.
Exactly, and that man's been magnificent in the ruck, Hannah.
And this bloke.
Yeah, Haaland. As they come out of defence again, look at that for a lovely spot. Kick to O'Brien, and he's kept the sleeves on all day. O'Brien, handball over the top. Now, Ashley Cooper's got to go. Did well too, and then puts it on the right boot. Nice delivery to Kay Garland. Robbie?
No, he won't kick it from there.
Probably not. Yeah.
He won't. I'm not going to call that one.
Yeah.
There we have it. It is siren time here at the Lavington Sports Ground. An impressive win by the Albury Tigers, 17-12, 114. Too good for the Panthers today, 8-7-55. Really good game of footy. Enjoyed it. Skill level was very high. Played in a great spirit in front of a really good crowd. All in all, Lukey Francis, crowd got their money's worth for today. Both sides will go away. They'll take a lot out of this game.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Robbie. So, yes, they are a classy outfit, the Albury Tigers. There's no doubt about that. And they're progressing each week. They linked up beautifully today and just had too much class for the Panthers. But they were great on their home turf under, well, pretty heavy adversity and a COVID conundrum. They lost a few players during the week. And you mentioned the crowd, Robbie. We did have a handy crowd here today.
Oh, it is a good crowd.
A lot inside here next door too.
Sponsors Day there.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And, I think the crowd today would probably push around that 1,500, which is great too. And I suppose the next thing that interests is Brad Freak and Kylie King are making their way out onto the ground.
Look at Freaky. He's plucked someone out.
Freaky's pointing to someone.
Yeah.
I reckon he's called someone out. He looks like he might be looking at Matty Walker.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Or Fletcher Carroll's there. Jeffy Garlett's around. But Freaky, he looks pretty fit. Now they're starting to go to their notes here, he's checking his Waters stats.
They are. They're sort of like a square leg conference here between Kylie and Brad.
Gee, it's like I tell you what, you have the Kylie and Kev Brecky show. How about the Kylie and Freaky show that they're putting on here? And
they're taking it very seriously, Robbie.
Well, there's a lot of players walking past them looking disappointed.
Yeah.
They better get this right because all hell could break loose here. Now, Freaky's making a move here.
He's waving a few off, isn't he? Saying, no, keep going.
Here we go. Once he's done, he might. No, he's got his man, I think.
Yep.
And I think it's Matty Walker. Mm-hmm. And why not? Here we go, Kylie. Well, the suspense is over. Can you confirm, have you got Matty Walker?
I do have Matty Walker. Matty Walker, a stunning effort off the boot today.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. We got a good win again, so 4 points is the main thing. So, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, the effort from the lads. Oh, look at them. They're cheering you over there. Just that pressure and that intensity, it's just become the Albury Tigers trademark, really.
Yeah, it's one of the trademarks we try to bring to the game is that forward pressure and pressure all over the ground. And I thought we were moving the ball really well, so we're getting good looks inside 50.
Terrific. Well, they're waiting for you, so I better let you go and enjoy the song.
Perfect, thank you.
There we go. That's Kylie King down there with our Anytime Fitness Player of the Day. Matty Walker, he kicked 6 goals, Lukey.
Yeah.
They haven't seen a lot of him because he's been down in the VFL and whatnot, but at the moment, he came back today and his marking and goal kicking was sensational. 6 goals, a great effort.
Yeah, so exciting. And for those people who did come today, they saw a wonderful player in action there in Matt Walker. Highly impressive and so exciting. And what about the mark he took down at the Hannah Street end at one stage, Robbie? And unfortunately, the kick was half smothered. But, it was a beauty. We'll have to roll that back during the week on O&M Live and have another look.
Yeah, no, look, and he's the sort of player, if the Tigers can, I'm not sure what his commitment is for the rest of the year, in and around VFL commitments and whatever, but, what he does, he almost becomes like what Yarrawonga got with Williams, what Newton, Reid, with that time. He's that type of player, and he'd make a big difference for Freaky, I reckon.
He's 4 goals every week, you'd think, wouldn't you? Like, whether he's kicking them himself, Robbie, or he's bringing it to ground and getting his small forwards involved. A guy like Garlett, because he was bringing him into the game. He just had someone to rove to. So he's almost worth sort of 4 goals, I reckon.
Yeah, easy. Just makes that forward line so much more dynamic. I mean, it gives Albury so much more freedom about where they want to play Jacob Conlon, like they can push him up the ground, which we saw at times today. He was playing higher up the ground, and Matty Walker was left out, one out in the goal square, which would be a really precarious position as a defender if you're down there as well. So, I mean, it makes them so much stronger if they have that in the forward half. As you rightfully said, Luke brings players like Jeffy Garlett into it, and it brings Riley Bice if he's down there. These types.
Well, Kylie's down there inside the rooms. Of course, here we go. There we go. Look like we're just starting to cut out there. So
they're only singing bits and pieces of the song, Robbie.
Yellow and black. There you go. I'll finish it off for you. So, of course, with this magnificent new facility here, one of the things is there's so much. It's such a concrete jungle now amongst the stands.
Yeah.
And all that. It is it where it does test our paddles out where we can reach down there. We've got no problems getting out on the ground, whatnot, but down in the dungeon
makes sense.
There's not so much. But we got Kylie's just made her way back in from there. Kylie, so they seem pretty happy the mighty Tigers from that win.
I think Kylie's just lacking a bit of reception too, Robbie, at the moment. But tell you what, you're doing your best work. You're almost standing on the desk with that aerial there at the moment. Hey? You're doing your bit for O&M Live.
The old Dale Paddle from Cavalier Homes are a great supporter of our O&M Live netball coverage.
Yeah, certainly are.
Now, Brad, we might get you just confirm that final score up at the McNamara Reserve today, because Wodonga were leading by 5 goals at three-quarter time, but we believe there's been if you've just joined us, Myrtleford have mounted a withering burst in the final term.
Yeah, absolutely. As you rightfully pointed out there, Robbie, they were 25 points down at three-quarter time, 27 points down at half-time as well, Myrtleford. So Wodonga looked like they were cruising throughout that game, as we say, 25 points up, but a 9-2 last quarter. They've stormed home, 25 points down, as we touched on at three-quarter time, to win by 20 points is massive result for both sides, really. If Wodonga had got the 4 points there, gets them up to the 3-win mark. Myrtleford now gets them to the four wins for the year. For Wodonga Bulldogs, it's going to have to be a long road back to get to that 5th spot. I mean, obviously they haven't got to play Albury and Wangaratta again already. So the Tigers the Bulldogs are going really well.
Yeah, there you go. So it looked like it might have been a dark day for the Saints, but they've lifted and they've come up trumps there. All right, well, we might take a chance to take a break here. We're about to hit the drive home. And when we come back, we'll get around all those scores around the ground. We'll review and have a look at the Brad Freak will go over all those stats and see if we can come up with the main reasons behind the Albury Tigers' big win. It was 114-55 here at the Lavington Sports Ground on a beautiful autumn's day on a magnificent facility we got up here. The playing surface was outstanding. The quality of the football was just Ovens and Murray at its best. On Ovens Murray Live, you won't miss a thing.
Watching the game at home is good, but watching the game on the big screen with all your mates, all the atmosphere and the great food and beer is pretty hard to beat. And it's all here at the locker room at the SSNA.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan Intelligent Mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
Did someone say KFC?
I don't care. I love it. Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where there's industry qualified trainers. Go where students come first. Go for the community. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
Go to create your future. Go for free support services. Go to get in-demand skills. Go and follow your own path. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go where there's free TAFE. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Hi, I'm Kylie King. I first fell in love with this region as the Prime News sports presenter. Sometimes this feels like my second home. I love our historic towns and vibrant cities, our passion for sport, and of course the people who make it special. And now I get to share what's important in our region with Kev Polton. So join us, Kylie and Kev for breakfast, weekday mornings from 6 on 2AY and 3NE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a seafood basket, served with chips, salad and tartare sauce from just $18. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.